And now you can see the Backseat Mogul Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and great happy hour specials. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
This is the Backseat Mogul Show, live here on Rough Edge FM. I am R. Scott Bolton. I am the Backseat Mogul, and this is the show we talk about show business. Sitting over here, we got JohnyD.
Good morning.
Sitting next to him, we got Jeff Genet.
Hello.
Ghost Hunter, Jeff Genet. We got some pictures we're going to share with you a little bit, a little further into the show that we'll discuss. I can tell you they look intriguing.
Yep.
But are they intriguing?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's for you to decide.
Oh, the pressure is on, folks. Pressure is on you all. So I got to upload those pictures, so I will get to that. Do you know what format they are? Oh, they're JPEGs, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
If not, I can convert them. So the big movie this weekend, of course, is the new Steven Spielberg movie. It's the first one in how long?
2 years.
It's the Fabelmans, right?
Nope. West Side Story remake.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why he remade West Side Story. I do know it's his favorite movie of all time, but I don't know why he thought we needed a remake.
Yeah, there's some movies, in my opinion, which doesn't really count. That
Good point. Okay, moving on.
I don't believe should be remade. And I don't think that, for me, that was one that should not be remade. Jaws should not be remade.
No, I don't disagree, but I will tell you that his West Side Story was very, very, very good. I just don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we do know why it's his favorite movie.
The Hunt, not The Hunt, To Kill a Mockingbird should not be remade. It was perfect the way it was.
Perfect doesn't matter. Will it put butts in seats?
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that about my favorite movie, but my favorite movie is Jurassic Park, and I would like a remake of that, but more accurate to the book.
They'll probably get to that the way they're running through stories so fast.
Well, they keep writing themselves into corners, like that last one, and then they've said that they're going to reboot the series, and I mean, it's like, I don't know what we're doing.
They did say they were going to reboot it?
Yeah, they said they're not continuing with the Scarlett Johansson, those characters. They're just going to reboot the series.
Wasn't she the reason a lot of people went to the theater to see her in that?
Yeah.
I mean, she was a movie star in that movie.
Yeah. I mean, I went for the dinosaurs, but
of course,
she's
yeah.
good too. Yeah, they just decided they had like a trilogy lined out with her and those characters, and then it was like, yeah, we're not going to do any of that. It's like, okay, like, what are you going to do? You're just going to go back to an island? You had plenty of islands. You already wrote yourself into the island corner.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyhow,
It'll be dinosaurs from space invade an island.
you just need to make dinosaurs scary. Also, dinosaurs from space, that's Godzilla. Space Godzilla and Ghidorah. Right. And
he is a Godzillasaurus.
Gigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Space Godzilla. How come Godzilla is Godzillasaurus and Space Godzilla is Space Godzilla? That took a lot of brain work on somebody's part. What are we going to call the Godzilla from space? You know, we got Godzilla, we got Rodan, we got Gamera, we got all these different monsters. I got it. Space Godzilla.
Yeah. It works.
It does. I mean, I'm okay with that. So, and we may be seeing more of Space Godzilla in the near future. All right, we're just going to do, because he's rumored to be one of the bad guys, and I hope he doesn't overdo it. I can never say that man's name, and he's one of the best directors out there these days. The guy who did Godzilla -1. But please don't overdo it. Don't load it up with just keep your flow, man, because you were rocking.
I'm thinking he's going to stick to one monster, but they're trying to figure out which one, whether it's Hedorah, the
smog monster.
yeah, and then
Big money on him.
Ghidorah, because everyone's like, oh, the clouds are yellow in this poster. It's okay.
You know, we all talk about movies too much, and we're going to get to that here shortly.
But the legendary verse, what is the next one? Godzilla X Kong, whatever the next one is. I think Supernova. Yeah, they think it's going to be Space Godzilla.
Oh, they're going to load that one up, and that's okay. Yeah. It's like a cartoon version of Godzilla and a realistic version of Godzilla.
Yeah,
and I like that. I kind of, somebody said somewhere, if you're a Godzilla fan, this is the time you want to be alive, and I'm like, yeah, that's true, because everywhere you look, there's Godzilla. Mm-hmm. We were walking by a shop in the collection the other day on our way to Disclosure Day. And as I walked by, it was one of those stores that has the Asian candies and all that stuff. And as we approached the building, I said, they got Godzilla in there. And we walked by, and right in front is this giant Godzilla display with all this candy. And Shelly goes, oh, well, you've been in here before. I said, nope, I just knew they'd have Godzilla in there now. Because he's everywhere.
Did you go put a bid on the Godzilla?
No, I'm trying not to buy everything that has Godzilla on it, because
especially when you're with Shelly.
Well, yeah, if she's not looking, it doesn't count.
That's true.
You should stay away from Little Tokyo then, because there's an old toy store in there that has like 2 walls about that size with just Godzilla toys from the 60s and 70s and 80s.
You know,
Shelly's gonna hunt you down.
We are going down that way for Father's Day, so maybe. Well,
I almost bought a Gamera last time I went, but it was like $200. I'm like, I'm okay. I don't need that.
The best figure I ever saw was in Hawaii, of all places, in Kauai, and it was a Ghidorah figure that it had to be this wide, and it was, the detail was so perfect. It was like, but it was $300 then, and this was probably 5 years ago. I almost bought it and had it shipped back because it was that gorgeous. But again, it's Charlie's. Hi, dear. I was just looking at the ice cream cones. Yeah, we spend too much money on that stuff. So I'm trying to reel back. It's not working real well, but I'm trying to reel back and not spend all that money on things. We'll see how that goes. So Disclosure Day out this weekend. Steven Spielberg's first movie in a while. Got a huge advance notices, but of course those notices were fished. So we expected those notices to be good. The reviews have mostly come out now, and it's sitting at about 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jeff, you want to just give a quick synopsis of what you're thinking? And by the way, I know Jeff's not finished cooking on this movie yet, and I also understand that. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was kind of on the fence coming out of it. I enjoyed it, but I also didn't enjoy it as much as I thought it was going to. I would say I don't know, of the, like everyone was talking about, oh, it's the best movie in the last 20 years that he's done. I don't agree with that.
Neither do I.
I mean, it's still a good movie because it's Spielberg, and I mean, it's got the John Williams score, which elevates it extremely. But yeah, I don't know if it was my favorite. I think
off the cuff, I can think of Lincoln and Fabelmans as better pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question for you both. As I heard this on the radio, that some people were trying to compare it to
Close Encounters.
Yes, thank you.
Uh-huh.
It is a follow-up to Close Encounters. There's no question. It's not a direct sequel, but it's definitely a follow-up to Close Encounters. And see, I'm having a hard time not giving stuff away. There's plenty of real footage of UFOs that Spielberg has incorporated into this picture. There's also many scenes from Close Encounters that he's incorporated into the live footage, so it looks like it's part of the collection of UFO stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely, that to me made it a definite follow-up to Close Encounters.
I saw an interview. I don't know exactly what he said, but he did say that there's definite differences between the movies where like Close Encounters was about one thing, one type of feeling, ET was about another type of feeling, and then this one is a different type of thing. I don't know exactly what he said, but he said no, there's complete differences in each film. They're not kind of like I guess it is referenced a little bit, but they're in no way like this isn't a sequel.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
from what he said, something like that.
It's a follow-up because, like I said, there are scenes from Close Encounters incorporated into this movie.
Yeah.
But it's not a direct sequel by any means, and it doesn't even follow the story as a sequel. But I like what you just said there because I think it's true. Close Encounters is all about wonder. I mean, I just watched that movie again for the first time in 10 years probably, and my jaw still drops at that movie. That movie is just, the special effects, stunning. They hold up. It's almost 50 years old now, and those special effects still hold up. The family dynamic, how the family's being torn apart because the father believes in UFOs so strongly that it's separating him. It's just great stuff, you know, but mostly it's about wonder. It's about your jaw dropping open. Oh my God, what am I watching? And you pick that up from the characters.
You know, the best part about that movie, Terry Garr.
I completely forgot she was in that. And I'm so embarrassed to say that because she's terrific in it. But all of a sudden I'm going, oh, Terry Garr's in this. I forgot. E.T., on the other hand, though, is a movie about love. There's only a couple of movies that I can think of off the top of my head, none of those rom-coms, that you actually feel the feeling of love take over you. E.T.'s definitely one of them. Another one of all, that might too, maybe you guys can think of other ones, is Babe, that stupid pig movie. My God, you felt that love in that movie, especially the last line in the movie, "That'll do, pig." He wasn't saying "That'll do, pig." He was saying, "I love you, pig." And that emotion is just there. And it's solid throughout ET as well. This one's kind of more where we are today, in a world that's on the brink of just crapping itself out and going to hell. And this topic comes up, and it's either going to save the world or it's going to destroy the world. And so it's I would say it's grimmer by a far shot than those first two movies.
How would you compare? Now, granted, it's totally different subject, but comparing that to Schindler's List, as far as
I don't think
Schindler's List was a great movie.
It was.
So
I don't think you can compare them. They're I mean, Schindler's List is a real life story that is brutal in the sense that it's based on truth, whereas this may be based on truth, but it's not brutal like that one was, for sure. But it is a little different because it's not, I've heard this elsewhere as well. They're saying it's less like Close Encounters and more like the X-Files, or I would even go as far as to say Spielberg's AI. It's a science fiction story, and it's a hardcore science fiction story, and it's tied in with action sequences. And I'll be honest, sometimes the story is a little too deep. Spielberg's had a lot of time to spend on this, and it's complex, and you may leave the theater going, so talk when you guys leave the movie, because it's very, very complex story.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that kind of lost me a little bit, is because, I mean, when you talk about aliens, it's already kind of like an iffy subject, because it's you can say like, okay, yeah, there's aliens that come down and abduct people. There's ships from other planets, or there's aliens or whatever. But like when you talk to people about aliens who've had encounters and stuff like that, there's always this like jumping point where it kind of loses you.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, it just goes way beyond aliens, abduction, spaceships, and it's like there's all this other stuff. And then you're just kind of like, oh, okay. And then you're just kind of trying to like fit that into how it works.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of, I mean, it doesn't go as crazy as like, ooh, we're going to blast you across the galaxy and show you an unreleased Beatles album. Why does this alien have that?
Yeah.
It's just a little out there at times.
Yeah.
I think
because it's like I said, it's harder core science fiction than it is ET or even Close Encounters. It's it's that way. I think the cast was terrific. All the truth they've said about Emily Blunt is true. She's just amazing in that. The way she switches, I'm not going to say anymore. The way she switches mid discussion, it blows my mind. It just, the fact that I can't imagine how much she must have rehearsed that to get that down, to switch like that quickly. Coleman Domingo, is that his name?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The guy just keeps getting better at everything he does. It's really not fair to the rest of us, man.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
And again, as Jeff said at the beginning, the John Williams score. It's John Williams. You're not going to get better. And tell the story you were telling me about before we started.
Oh yeah, like I got emotional at one point just because the score kicked in, and I was like, I can't say that I like this movie or hate this movie at this point. Like I'm just feeling completely neutral. Yet I'm feeling everything that I need to feel right now just simply because the music kicked in.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with what was on screen. It was just, there was magic in the music that just like went to those sensors in my body and just, I'm going to attack this and you're going to be emotional now. Like yeah, John Williams. I mean, it's a great score.
I told my wife as it ended, I said, they got that credit wrong. And she says, what are you talking about? I said, it said music by John Williams. And she goes, yeah. I go, it should always say music by John Damn Williams. There's just nobody that compares.
I think my favorite score by Williams is Last of the Mohicans. That chase scene through the forest, that music, it was just so pounding. Loved it.
Did he do that one?
I thought it was James Newton Howard that did that. Maybe we should look it up.
That is a good score.
I could be very wrong.
It's John Williams, so you're probably not. If you felt something like that from the music, I mean, there's other people out there who are good, and there's people who are stepping into his shoes now that he's 94. But it's just not the same. I mean, these people who are doing a great job, the people who've taken over the scores for the Mandalorian and for the other Star Wars movies, they're doing a good job. But look at the back they have to stand on.
I feel like the guy who's come closest to being able, not, I guess, to emulate John Williams was Michael Giacchino.
Agreed.
Because he's done a lot of the Star Wars stuff. He picked up with Jurassic World and a few other projects that John Williams had done and kind of continued off of that. So he's been able to emulate it a little bit.
I agree with you completely. He was doing the Star Trek films too for a while.
Yeah. And he's done a lot of like the Pixar movies too.
Yeah. And plus he's a writer director.
Mm-hmm.
That werewolf movie he did you see his werewolf movie?
Nope.
You got something to watch there. If I could think of the title, I'd tell you. We'll look it up.
Werewolf movie.
Where is the all cast and crew listing here?
I think it's down further.
Difficult to find these things these days. There
it should be, yeah, right there.
I'm just curious because if it's John Williams, I want to hear it again. Did I skip composer already? No. Director, writers, cast.
Should be at the very top.
People are screaming us.
Composers.
Randy Edelman and Trevor Jones.
Oh.
So it's kind of like John Williams, only not the same name and not the same person and not the same score.
It was music. It's a great.
I was just wondering why I didn't know it because I'm a huge John Williams fan. I'll tell you this. Like it's a secret, right? When I write, I always listen to film scores. You guys know this. But I don't listen to John Williams film scores because you can't concentrate on what's on the page if his music's playing in your head. It just draws you into it. It's like magic.
You, in my opinion, I'm not a writer, but I would think if you were to play Last of the Mohicans, it'd be the same. Like I said, that chase scene through the forest, that is great music. It was a great score. I mean, it fit the chase so well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that Williams doesn't give himself enough credit for. He loves doing film scores. He's the best that's ever lived at it. But if people talk to him about that, he considers the film scores a job. That's his job. He does that as a job. It's his original pieces, the violin concertos and things like that, that's what he judges himself on. And it just amazes me that somebody who's created such great movie music he almost belittles the movie music. I mean, do you remember when Star Wars first came out? I know you don't, but
I don't.
Yeah, you weren't even born.
Right. But you would hear the theme from Star Wars on Top 40 radio. So they played Kool and the Gang, and all of a sudden there's Star Wars. It was that popular.
Dun, dun.
It just, where's that from?
That's how it starts.
No, that's Close Encounters. It was, blah, da, 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 da.
Close Encounters is boom, 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 boom.
It's true, but it didn't start. The other thing is, I think it's actually the knife sound from that CIS show. No, what's that shit?
Then there's
boom, boom. Okay,
Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order. Thanks. So anyway, I'm going to give Disclosure today with the understanding you probably need to see it more than once because there's so much going on. I would give it a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it that much. I also expected more from it, but when it was all over, and I told this to Jeff earlier too, I'm a Spielberg nerd. Pretty much anything Spielberg makes, I love. So I was worried that at the end of the movie, it's like, did I like that much, even with its shortcomings? Or am I just a Spielberg nerd and I'm giving it more credit than it's worth? And about that very second, my wife goes, I really like that. That was good. I thought, okay, so it's not just me. So I felt better about that. And Jeff's still stewing on yours, right? You're still on the...
Yeah, I don't think I could give it a score right now.
Yeah.
When Spielberg did Indiana Jones, and if you're quick at it, is he's walking through where the big ball comes and chases him. Before that happens, you see on the wall a little R2D2 and I think a C3PO.
Yes.
Is there any reference to like Jaws or any of the previous stuff in this movie? Like a little Easter egg?
I have heard there's a Raiders Easter egg. I did not see it. But there's the actual footage from Close Encounters. So, but I don't know about the other stuff. I just don't know.
I think it's cool when you see little things like that. They did the same thing in some TV series. The TV series Numbers, which had Judd Hirsch in it. Well, he was in a TV show called Taxi. Well, they made a reference to the Taxi series in an episode. They did the same thing with Castle, where they made a reference to Firefly. I just think it's cool the way they have an actor from an earlier either TV series or movie where they make a little cameo type reference to it.
Well, on the Spielberg Star Wars George Lucas thing, in E.T., when they're going trick-or-treating, he sees Yoda and he goes, oh, home.
Yeah.
Well, in Star Wars, when they're doing the big councils on Coruscant, where you have all those pods with all the people from all the other planets, there's a little ET aliens in there.
That's right.
So there's a big theory that ET was a Jedi. That's why he's able to lift all the stuff up. And
I'd pay to see that movie.
Yeah.
I can't find the pictures that you sent me, Jeff. I know they're here. So why don't you talk about your next film, and then while I hunt for these pictures.
Okay. Did you? I think what
they were on another. I found them and downloaded them. Now I just got to find out where they went on the. Oh, I know how to.
Did
do
you?
That. Hold on, they're here. It's not even showing them. See, this is the back seats, the back scene stuff you don't get to see. I thought I just downloaded.
Yeah, because the TV's over there.
Yeah.
Maybe you hit archive on the emails.
You know what? I bet I did. That doesn't delete it, right?
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
It archives them.
Okay. Anyway, what else did you see?
I've been rewatching the Pirates of the Caribbean series. So I got through Dead Man's Chest, which is part 2, and At World's End, which is part 3. They still hold up. They're pretty good. I think the second film is stronger when you watch it with the third film by itself. It's a little but yeah, they're still great films with good writing. I've been watching them with Alice. I got the big Lego Black Pearl.
Oh,
So she and I have been building that together as we've been watching through the movies.
Perfect.
So she's been enjoying that, and I've been enjoying it too. So I think maybe by next week I'll have watched the 4th and the 5th one again, because I haven't seen them since they came out in theaters, and maybe they'll be better than I remember them.
So
I doubt
you don't
it.
like either one of those?
I like parts. Like I like the intro part of the 4th one where he's like escaping from the Parliament area, and then there's some good dialogue between him and Barbosa that I enjoy. But yeah, the 5th one, there's like one gag that I like, and that's it. But I like to go back to those movies I don't like and rewatch them to see if I like remember them wrong, because I did that with Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
And then the Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Shots are being fired at our refrigerator.
Cool. It's Indiana Jones in there. He just got away from the nuclear bomb.
I think it's very important to go back and rewatch movies like that sometimes for good and bad reasons. I think I told you guys about when I was working at the movie theater. I went to see the movie The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer. Love Rutger Hauer. So it was, and I remember being blown away. I thought, oh my God, that movie is so good.
I remember that.
Years later, I go, Josh, you got to come over and watch this movie with me. It was on cable. And so he comes over and watching that movie. And I'm going, this is not what I remember at all. And I'm hoping that, maybe Josh is seeing it through fresh eyes. And he's Dad, why are you watching this piece of crap? I said, I don't know. It was terrible. So it's, you watch them for not just for seeing to see if they're better than you thought they were, to see if they're worse than you thought they were.
The two things I remember from that movie is the restaurant scene, the fingers.
Yep.
And the scene where he's got the guy tied up between the two rigs.
Yeah.
Big rigs. Or as they call them, tractors.
It's I found the pictures, by the way, so we're gonna get
Looks
to that
like
next.
Shelley.
Kind of does. Looks more like her sister. There's nothing worse than seeing a movie, especially if you just bought it on DVD because you remember it being great, and you get it and it's like, yeah, it's not great. That's just really disappointing. Johnny, is that all you got, Jeff?
Yep.
All right,
all I
so
got.
Johnny, your turn.
I did see on Prime Video the latest Jack Ryan movie, which is called Jack Ryan Ghost War.
Just Ghost Protocol.
And Ghost War.
Yes.
And the 4 main characters from the TV series are in it. Let me pull their names up. If I can get my phone to work, if I can get my fingers to work.
I think there was one more.
Yeah, I think so too. Let me. How many do you have? Did you send me 5?
I sent you 6.
Okay, so we are missing one.
Movie's called Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War.
That's way too long a title.
Yeah, I know it. But it has John Krasinski as Jack Ryan. Wendell Pierce plays his boss.
I like him. He's been in the other parts of the series too, right?
Go to your email. I'll just send it directly to you.
Yeah, he's played the same character in the TV
As he
series.
did in the, yeah.
Michael Kelly also reprised his role from the TV series. Sienna Miller is in it. I can't remember if she was in the TV series or not. But the actress who played their big boss, which is Betty, I believe it's Betty Grable.
No, it's Betty Gilpin.
Betty.
Betty Grable.
Well, maybe it's a
No,
different.
they can't be
actress.
Betty Grable. Gabriel. Let me see her again.
Gabrielle. Maybe it's Gabrielle.
Gabriel or Gabrielle, yeah, but it's not Betty Gable. That's what I was thinking of. Them. Did you resend that, Jeff?
What email is
It's
this?
roughedgefm@gmail.com.
Anyway, she reprised her role, and some of the other people, the what do you call it? The
Recurring
supporting
cast.
actors.
Uh-huh.
A couple of them. So, and it was nice seeing them bringing those people from the TV series over. Hopefully, they'll make another Jack Ryan.
I think it all depends on.
Krasinski is really good.
I think it depends on his schedule. I mean, the guy can't let go of the Quiet Place films. He's directed 3 of them. He was going to hire somebody to do number 4, but he couldn't do it. I think he'd actually hired a director, and he said, "No, I got to do it myself." So, and I know, I haven't seen a single Quiet Place movie. I really need to see them.
Anyway, Ghost War. Let me pull this up because it's better for me to read it off of here than to recall it from memory, because we know how Johnny's memory is. At least Johnny knows how Johnny's memory is. Okay. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War is a 2026 action thriller film released on Amazon Prime Video, continuing the Jack Ryan series with John Krasinski reprising his role as the CIA analyst. It was directed by Andrew Bernstein. The plot involves Ryan, his boss Greer, and November, who I believe is the hired hand that helps him, battling a rogue Black Ops unit after a covert mission unravels a deadly conspiracy, with Sienna Miller returning as MI6 officer Emma Marlowe. So yes, she does report. The film is a continuation of the series and features high-stakes espionage, betrayal, and action sequences, including a major set piece in a skyscraper. And
Set pieces are fun.
Oh yes, they are. I was really, it was good. It was, I didn't realize it was released May 20th. So
Well, it's only a couple weeks.
yeah.
So, yeah, I want to see that because I enjoyed the Jack Ryan series. Like I said, I know somebody, Devin, as a matter of fact, from the anime show, who did not like that new movie. He thought it was just ridiculous and unbelievable and boring. But he hadn't seen any of them. He watched it separately. So maybe it's different if you're, used to the series.
It was written by Aaron Rabin and John Krasinski, and the stories by Krasinski and Noah Oppenheimer.
Did you just want to read the rest of the credits and we'll just lean back
I
here
can
and
do
have a
that.
smoke?
The
No,
plot.
that's good enough. Okay, that's good enough. You already read the plot. It's good.
No, I didn't.
You said the plot. That's enough, John. It's enough.
Well,
Trust me. Is it enough for what, folks? It's enough, right?
watch the movie.
Okay, that's better.
And it's a movie. It's not like it's a series.
Again, I don't think
You gotta
Krasinski
wait
had
next
time.
week or next month or whatever. It's a standalone movie. I'll
Yeah.
put it that way. Not a TV series.
I just don't know. Who'd have thought? I mean, a lot of big stars came out of The Office, but who'd have thought that Krasinski would have come out that big, not only as a behind the camera guy, but as an action star? I never would have guessed that in a million years. It's like Cheers. Who'd have thought that Woody Harrelson would be the biggest star to come out of Cheers, other than Ted Danson? But they're on different levels too, because Woody's really a motion picture actor, where Ted's a television actor. One of the greatest of all time, maybe, but there's still a minor separation there.
Yeah,
even-
Danson did a few movies, like he did the 2 3 Men and a Baby movies, but yeah, you're right. Woody Harrelson, I believe, is more movies.
Yeah, theatrical movies.
Yeah, well, even like speaking of Office, Parks and Rec, you had Chris Pratt come out of that, and look at him now.
And I'm watching Parks and Rec for the first time right now. Since I finished It's Always Sunny, which I missed desperately. I started watching Parks and Rec, and yeah, you're right. It's like, of all the people in that, I don't want to say he's the weakest, but his character's just not that interesting. You compared to Nick Offerman's character, love that guy, and of course Nick Offerman's been elevated a lot too. So,
I mean, we could go back to John Travolta's TV series. He became such a huge motion picture actor.
thanks to Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. And well, no, he was
He was before too. Yeah, that's true.
But then he kind of faded, but Tarantino brought him back. And it was Welcome Back, Kotter was the TV series,
Right.
which I guess actually launched him.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question. Did you guys, and I know I've told this in the show before, hear about the audition that John Travolta had to do with the Tarantino for that part in Pulp Fiction?
I think so.
Probably, because I've told it too many times, but it just amuses me. Tarantino wanted Travolta to audition. Travolta didn't want to audition, but his agent reminded him, you haven't done a major movie in a long time. You need to take a meeting with this guy. So they agreed to meet at Quentin's house for lunch. And he showed up at Quentin's house and he said, the rest of the afternoon, we just sat around and played the Welcome Back, Kotter board game. Like Travolta Tarantino wasn't interested in whether he could do the role or not. He just wanted to hang out with him.
That's cool.
Tarantino's a weird cat. And by the way, Tarantino, either make a movie or get off the pot, because I'm tired of waiting and you keep saying stuff that just gets you in more trouble. So stop that and make a damn movie.
You know, I was talking to somebody the other day, last week when we talked about who could play Snake Plissken. And I was talking to somebody who...
You've already solved the problem, but if you want to go ahead and... Because Carl Urban's the choice, I mean.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's not what I was going to say. I asked my friend, because he loved both of the Plissken movies. He says, who do you think... Because they're going to remake Escape from New York.
Yes, Zack Snyder is.
Who do you think could play Plissken? And his first thing was Kurt Russell. I said, no, he's too old. He can play Snake.
Oh, no, he could.
Yeah.
He could. They'd have to, update the character, make it years later, but they don't want to do that. They want to reboot. And Zack Snyder's not going to let them dictate what he does. He's going to write his own screenplay and hopefully not screw it up. If you screw it up, Zack, I don't.
Well, I guess I remember last week we were talking about, because Zack Snyder has worked with Jason Momoa a bunch. Well, he was at I don't know if it was during the press of Supergirl, but someone asked Jason Momoa about it. His like Zack Snyder approached you about it, and his response was, "I don't know why they need to remake that. They shouldn't remake that." And that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't understand, because he's tied into it, right?
No. He's tied to Zack Snyder. So they asked him if Zack Snyder had asked Jason Momoa to play Snake.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misheard that.
And he was like, "Yeah, we don't need to do that."
No.
So I guess if they do ask him, he's going to say no.
Unless...
And Momoa is famous for saying no if he doesn't like something, or if he in the middle of it he decides he doesn't like it anymore.
He's another actor, Jason Momoa, who was on a TV series.
Game of Thrones, yeah. Game of Thrones.
No, it's before that.
Oh.
He was on one of the Stargate.
It probably wasn't him. You know how John pulls. It was probably Peter Dinklage.
No, he was on one of the Stargate
TV
series. And he's becomes the big actor that he is today.
Not that I'm checking on you, John.
I know.
Jason Momoa was, despite popular rumor, Jason Momoa was never in Stargate.
There he is, a picture in Stargate right there.
Why would you guys give that away? The audience doesn't know that.
Look at those dreads. Wow.
I love Jason. By the way, I despise the Fast and Furious movies. They're just insanely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But the last one, did you see the last one?
Yeah.
Momoa owned that movie. It's just like, here, take this movie, Jason, and do what you want with it, because he was nuts.
I haven't seen that. Oh, God. I can't remember when I stopped watching them. Which was the one where they're dragging the giant safe?
That's like number
5.
Was that 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that one. I did not see the one with where The Rock flicks the torpedo.
That's 8.
I didn't see that one.
Is it the same one where he's holding the tow truck and the helicopter because the chain broke?
I didn't see that one.
I don't remember that one off the top of my head.
I think that when I stopped watching it was when they launched the Grand Sport Corvette out of the railroad car into the abyss.
But he stopped
That's
watching
5.
because they hurt the car.
That's 5.
No, you don't understand. The Grand Sport Corvette. Granted, it was not a real Grand Sport Corvette.
So,
But that
so what do you care?
That Corvette's worth over $1 million.
Okay, but it wasn't a
They
real
only
one.
made like 5 of them.
Okay, but never mind. I'm not gonna.
I love that series so much. I'm part of the problem. When a new Fast movie comes out, I go see it. Just because they're so dumb and they're so fun to laugh at. I know Vin Diesel takes it serious.
Oh, he does.
And he hated Jason Momoa because he stole the spotlight from him. But
he hates anybody
it's-
who steals the spotlight from
it's
him.
just a joke series. And I remember Em and I, a couple weeks ago, we were looking for something to watch. And I was scrolling through and I'm like, oh, they got Fast 10 on there. Do you want to watch that? She's like, no. And I'm like, well, you need to see this part at least. So I turn it on. I fast forward it all the way to the end of the movie. And I'm like, you got to see how stupid this is. And it's the scene where he's on the dam, Vin Diesel on the dam with his kid in the Mustang, and the 2 trucks come, and then Jason Momoa is there and he explodes them. And he's like, hold on. And then he drives off the dam, goes down the side of the dam, and M's like, that's not how that works. And I was like, well, it is when family's involved. And so he's going down, and then I'm like, M, watch this transition. And so the explosion's catching up to the car, and then he looks over to his son, and then it goes slow motion, just one shot from his son's face to Vin Diesel around his head, down the ripply veins of his muscly arm, all the way to the NOS button, and then it goes down his finger into the button, into the car, into the engine, and then out the back where the blue flames come out, and then it zips him, and he's able to use the dam as a ramp, and then he gets away, and everyone was like, what just happened? I was like, family happened.
Family.
And that's it. That's the end of the,
Yeah.
It's so dumb,
And
but
it's funny
so cool.
you mentioned that because that's somebody said that everybody who works on that set looks at you like you're crazy if you say there's anything silly about it, because it's very serious action adventure movie. No, it's not.
Okay, now
I mean, when your most grounded movie, for lack of a popular term, is Tokyo Drift, you got issues.
I didn't see that one either.
That's a great one.
That's
Now you
probably
said,
the best one.
you
Yeah.
said they were in a Mustang. What happened to the Charger?
Oh, Charger. Yes. I don't know cars.
Oh, okay.
Charger. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
The one thing I did like about that movie when it was all done is like it's all done, and every single character that you supposedly love because they're what?
Family.
Family.
Yeah.
They're in jeopardy. Every single one of them. It's like right before the last seconds of Reservoir Dog. Everybody's about to die, and that's where the movie ends. And I'm okay. That's pretty clever. Because it hooks you. But yeah, that every scene in that is ridiculous. But Jason Momoa just eats that movie alive. He is so great.
Is he a good guy or bad guy?
He's the bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
He's Dominic Toretto, but like the evil version of him.
Yeah.
So like everything that, because you know that Vin Diesel's character is going to do something stupid. Like he's like, I'm going to drive this car off a cliff, and then I'm going to stop it with a wrecking ball. And then you're like, and then it goes to Jason Momoa. He's like, I expected you to do that, Dom. Well, I got this side plan. And then he pushes a button, and then something else comes. And then he just keeps doing stupid stuff. And then Jason Momoa is like, I expected you to do that stupid thing. And it's just back and forth, back. It's like, what is happening? How did you expect that he was going to use the construction, the explosion that you created at the Vatican was going to create this ramp so that he could blow his Charger up off the ramp accidentally, but purposefully, because family, hook your Charger up on the hook of this crane, use it as a swing to get you to this other street, and you have like a gunner there waiting for your car to come down. Like, how did you expect that? It doesn't make any sense, but I'm there for it on the edge of my seat. Like, yeah, that's awesome.
That's because Jason Momoa read the script.
I guess.
He knew what was going to happen.
Oh man, it's so just they're so fun.
When I use the word despise, I just meant it, my hatred of those movies is that they're expensive and they're taking away from a lot of other movies.
Yeah,
because they're just silly as hell. But I have to admit, I've never seen one in a theater. Don't have to ever see one in a theater. I'll wait till streaming, but I watch them all.
Oh,
I know, and you know what? I'm in the minority because those movies make $1 billion each.
They put butts in the seats.
They do.
As you say.
Yeah.
What happened to the little house model?
It's up there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my
Fast and Furious.
My favorite thing
I see
about
it.
that is the little barbecue set that they have in the back. There's a little barbecue, so you can set up the barbecue with all the tables. And I'm like,
that
that's
little toy.
Yeah, that's the ending of all the movies. Is they're always like, we're gonna have a family barbecue at our house, and it's like, then they have like that "we made it" speech. You know, like that's the
It is very cliche stuff.
Yeah.
But it's and I understand they're making a new Riddick movie, and I looked up the Riddick movies, and none of them made any money. So they're just trying to find out someplace else to put Vin. How about away? But because I know he was upset about Momoa. That's why he and The Rock got off onto a bad foot, because he was just to try to imagine this. Okay, The Rock at the time he was doing the Fast and Furious was the biggest movie star, highest paid movie star in the world, and Vin Diesel's telling him how he should act, and he's being a jerk about it. So that was when Dwayne Johnson said, "I'll never do another one of these again," and stuck to it until he needs to do one.
Until the last one.
Yeah. And that happened because he has had a series of non-hits and he needed a hit. So he's back in those movies now. But it's like, then Vin tries to explain it as, I was just giving him some tough love so I'd get a better performance out of him. Like, Vin, you shouldn't be talking to anybody like that. You should be listening to people.
Well, even the director, Justin Lin, who directed the first 5 or something like that, there's a video. It's a very infamous video of Vin Diesel, the behind the scenes for Fast X, the last one, and he's like on his phone, and he's like, "Hey, Justin, we're on day 1," and he's like, "Yeah, we're on day 1." He's like, "This is gonna be great, right?" He's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be great." He's like, "And this is gonna be the best Fast and Furious ever." He's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be the best one." Vin Diesel, it's so awkward because you can tell the director's like, "I'm not feeling it, man," and he posts that on his Instagram page. The next day, Justin Lin quit the movie, and they had to find a new director.
And see, I feel bad because I think Justin Lin's a pretty good director.
Uh-huh.
And those he did arguably the best Star Trek movie with the Chris Pine universe. And he's stuck there. I always feel bad when people get stuck somewhere. I mean, he always knows he's had a job there, so he was doing those movies, but he apparently wasn't happy doing them.
Mm-hmm.
So that pushed him off the thing. Yeah, because there was probably a fight afterwards.
Oh, probably.
You could probably be excited about this movie.
Okay, here's this for you guys: Vin Diesel or Steven Seagal?
Oh, Vin Diesel, hands down.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like Steven Seagal.
Yeah, not too many people do.
No, he's gone nuts.
He's
one of those people that went crazy.
I think he likes him.
He likes himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gone completely nuts. And I'll tell you, I saw Steven Seagal because I was a huge Steven Seagal fan at the beginning. And he did a little thing at Ventura College. And the guy's chops are real. I mean, could he do that stuff today? Not, I don't think in that puffy form. Could you kick my ass? Yeah, I know you could. That's not the point. The point is that when I saw him, he was sharp as a knife blade. He's not. He's the little Pillsbury Doughboy now.
I think my favorite movie that he was in, very shortly, very small, Executive Action.
Yeah, he was great in that.
Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah, and Under Siege 1 and 2.
Seconds.
Under Siege 1 and 2 were both decent films.
Oh, the first one really was good. I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, well, I thought they both were fine.
But the other ones, the above the law ones, just
The first, that was great.
yeah. But
Okay, moving on. So Jeff does not have a rating for Disclosure Day. I would give it a 9 out of 10, but I spent a lot of time thinking about it because when I left the theater, I wasn't sold. I enjoyed it. Like you said, you liked it, but you're not completely sold on it. But there's just so much going on. You really got to give it time to think.
if I had seen it, I would probably.
And why didn't you see it, John?
I was too busy. If I'd.
Let me just hold up my paper now.
Oh, remember I told you, magic. We're in the house of magic. I told you. Oh my gosh.
That's good. That's good.
This paper has been sealed since
That
this
was,
show
that
began.
was.
And I asked him to remind me about it at a certain time because I knew when I asked John why he didn't see this, he would say he was too busy. Despite the fact Jeff has a full-time job. Despite the fact I do 5 podcasts a week on top of other things. But John was too busy.
I have a full-time job where I can fire myself if I wanted to.
You need to look up full-time in the dictionary.
Oh, that's true too. If I had seen it, I would probably give it an 11
You probably would.
because it's one more, and because, like I said, Emily Blunt. There you go.
She's that good in it. Yeah.
I was blown away by that. That was wow. That's crazy.
You like that magic trick?
Yeah, it was
That's
great.
good, huh?
That was wow. That was really good.
very impressive. Impressive.
Blew me away.
The worst thing is I look down the papers and I'm like, damn it, I missed the opportunity. I'm glad that you brought that back up. Okay, so another news we have Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, and Ice Cube are in talks for 24 Jump Street return. Who's interested in a 24 Jump Street return? Really?
I liked the tagline. We waited so long that we had to skip a number. They didn't do 23 Jump Street.
I love that. That's great. Okay, I just was curious. It's like Jonah Hill has been trying to make this name for himself. You know, he wrote and directed that Keanu Reeves movie, Outcome, and he's been trying to rebuild himself as a serious. I don't like the way all the lights dim when the refrigerator turns on in here.
It's magic.
But I don't think this is the right direction if he wants to continue to do that. But of course, Outcome didn't get the greatest reviews either. That's the Keanu Reeves movie he did.
Well, I think he said he had done all the dramatic stuff that he wanted to do. He kind of just wanted to have some fun for a bit.
Oh.
So that's why he's going back to the comedy stuff. But yeah, I'm for it. I enjoyed 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. I thought they were fun little movies. You know, I liked their explanation of why it's 22 Jump Street. The church, it was the Korean church or something. So they had, or the Filipino church. So they had to go across the street to the Korean church, and it had Korean Jesus or whatever. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Okay, I will confession time again. I haven't seen either of those movies. I only know the series.
Oh, okay.
So
They're
maybe that's
fun.
got something to do with it.
I did like in the first one where you had the cameos of Johnny Depp and who was the other actor that was two of the actors from the TV series showed up.
Peter DeLuise.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, it was one of the DeLuise. I
Well,
can't remember which one it
I
was.
think Peter's the only one went into acting, isn't he?
No, two of the sons did.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, other son.
But I can't remember which DeLuise it was. But I thought it was really cool how they didn't reprise their roles; they made cameos.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be.
So cool. Hey, here's a question: we've seen several movies that were, I guess you could call them spin-offs from TV series. What TV series from the past would you like to see made into a movie that has not been made into a movie, whether it's a Western, a space epic, cops and robbers, or comedy? What would you maybe think about that for next week?
Yeah, that's too broad of a question to answer quickly. Because I can think of a few that would be fun. And I can think of a few that I wish they'd been better.
Oh, same here.
Like Lost in Space should have been. I mean, I like the first one, okay, but
Which movie?
Lost in Space.
Oh, there's two different series. The original series and then the rebooted, updated series.
Oh, the Hulu series or Netflix, I think it was, which is pretty good too, but different than you'd expect. They didn't have that. I watched, you guys know this. Whenever I watch something, I've got a series in the background that I watch whenever like I'm having lunch or something and I got a half hour to watch. So I watched all of Lost in Space, the original series.
Mhm.
Who wrote the theme?
Well, I know it was an Irwin Winkler production.
John Williams.
John Williams. I was thinking that.
And I really enjoyed it, but it's so silly and so cheap. It was like, this is going to sound bad, but it was actually brilliant. It was like our friend Burt Rosen's productions.
Mhm.
Burt spent as little as he possibly could spend on a production. I mean, some of his sets were bleachers with a stage in the middle and then lights on the walls. It just didn't spend a lot of money. You could tell when they were running out of money on Lost in Space because all of a sudden the aliens were wearing gold cheesecloth over their faces instead of any makeup or anything like that. It's like low money week. But I enjoyed it for that.
Mhm.
The movie was again the new Netflix series and then the movies before that both took it too serious. Let's have some fun with Dr. Smith. How did Dr. Smith get aboard the ship?
And which series?
And the one that you didn't see the second one, so why even
in the
ask me about the
original
first one?
series.
Yes,
Stowaway, wasn't he?
kinda. He was a terrorist. He was going to blow up
yeah.
the ship. Yeah, I didn't know. All right, moving on. I swear this is true. I was going, we don't see much from Michael Douglas anymore. Now I know he does the videos on Facebook and things like that, and he looks more like his dad every single day. But so I turn on my computer. There's the news. Michael Douglas, Willem Dafoe will reunite with Oliver Stone for a drama called White Lies, which also stars Josh Hartnett and Ellen Barkin. I didn't know anything about Oliver Stone making a new movie. I didn't know about the Michael Douglas or Dafoe working together, but I'm intrigued. Stone's also a little crazy, so we'll see if he just makes a straightforward movie or has to put some kind of conspiracy in it. But I'm curious. And finally, before we get to quiz show time, Michael Mann's Manhunter is set to return in theaters for its 40th anniversary in a new final cut. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. When did Michael Mann have time to do a final cut of Manhunter when he's working on Heat 2? I don't know. That's just something to think about.
Heat 2?
Yes.
Oh,
It's a sequel to Heat 1.
yeah, I don't remember Heat 2.
It's because it hasn't come out yet.
Well, maybe that's why I don't remember.
Yeah. He's like doing production scouting now. It's that's early in the thing. Anyway, it'll be good to see Michael Douglas back on the big screen. That's the first part. Back to Manhunter. What is Manhunter most famous for?
Hunting men.
That's what I was going to say.
Fair guess. Fair guess. It's the first on-screen appearance of Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, okay, that one.
Yeah, played by who?
Which time?
Stop saying that. Brian Cox was the first person to play Hannibal Lecter. And if you've seen that movie, does a pretty good job. He's pretty creepy.
Is he as great?
No. There's nobody that's somebody may match that part, but nobody's ever going to be better than Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. It's just.
And who else played Hannibal Lecter? Who did a good job? I believe his character was Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh God.
You don't either.
Mads
Mikkelsen.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, in the TV series. Yeah. That's right. Quiz show time.
2 points.
I have here a list of titles. I'm going to ask you guys questions about the titles. If you can, and they're not, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you guys statements about the movies. If you guess the movie, you win the movie.
Okay.
And then you're free to do with what you want. Give it to, trade or whatever you guys want to do. It's yours at that point. So my first one is, here's the first statement.
Jaws.
You're out.
Oh, you wouldn't give that one away anyway.
Here's the first statement. The female star of this film was also in a movie that shared its title with a song by Kiss.
Can you read that again slower?
The female star of this
No,
film
slower.
was also in a movie that shared its title with a song by Kiss. And by the way, I didn't expect either one of you guys to get this, but
Kiss.
and it's an obscure back catalog Kiss song too,
Oh, well.
to make it even more difficult for you. Johnny, you're not going to get it.
What is Singing in the Rain?
That's it. Definitely no.
You want to
It's
know the name of the song or the
it's
actress?
The song was Saints and Sinners by Kiss.
You didn't give me a chance.
I don't have time for this. We'd be here till next week.
Well,
Second statement. This film won 2 Academy Awards. Best Cinematography, black and white, and Best Art Direction, Interior Direction, black and white.
I just said the title earlier.
That doesn't count. We weren't playing then.
I know it. Schindler's List.
They didn't have black and white, and
That was in black and white.
but they didn't have separate Oscars back then.
Well, technically, it wasn't all in black and white.
That's true.
Oh,
Little
count
Girl in the Red
Little Girl in the
Dress.
Red
yes, I got to see it again.
God, that was powerful.
Black and white movie. I'm just going to say the first black and white movie that comes to mind. Let's go with. Wait, that's not black and white.
Ooh.
Casablanca.
It's a good guess. Nope.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Nope. Third and final statement. This film was remade 5 times. Once in 1946, once in 1956, once in 1999, an animated adaptation in 1999, and that does not count the 1972 TV show.
Oh,
You really should get this at this point,
so
John.
much what I was thinking of. Let's see. Western?
No.
Okay.
I'm asking the questions here.
Oh, all right.
Can you read the question again a little slower?
This film was remade 5 times. Once in 1946, once in 1956, once in 1999. An animated adaptation was also made in 1999, and this does not count the 1972 TV show.
Okay, so it's not the one I was thinking of again because they just remade it like last year or the year before.
Did the remake start in 1940 whatever, or was that the first film?
That was the first film.
Okay,
See, my first thought was A Star Is Born.
that's what I was thinking as well. But
Well,
you didn't say
I'm glad that
2017.
neither one of you guys got this, except you should have got it, John, because it's actually Anna and the King of Siam, and it's your movie anyway.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't.
I thought you were.
just skipped to the back.
Yeah, I'm returning his own movie. I'm going, Jeff, don't get this right. Please don't get this right.
I thought you wanted to watch it.
I will.
Okay, then.
I don't need that.
Oh, you
Is the
downloaded it?
disc in there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was kind of loaded, and I apologize for that. But
Would you
That's
like to watch
hilarious.
the movie?
Huh? I don't even know what that is. I also have a stack of your DVDs on my desk.
know.
that I have to get
Have you
to.
ever heard of a movie called The King and I?
Yes, isn't that a play also or something?
That was a remake of Anna and the King of Siam, which was a remake of another one.
I saw Yul Brynner do that on stage in LA. It was awesome. All right, movie number 2. Now this is real play here. Somebody is walking away with a disc. Statement number 1. This movie features an early film score by Devo's Mark Mothersbaugh.
Hmm. He's good.
Statement number 2. One of the film's female stars is the daughter of legendary filmmaker John Huston.
Oh, I'm thinking one of the Addams Family movies.
I'm reading about him right now.
John Huston?
Yeah, apparently he's got some slight connections to the Black Dahlia murder.
Oh.
Hmm.
You know,
So it's not the Addams Family.
it is not the Addams Family. So you're not reading like a bio or something about
No,
him?
no.
Because there's a story about him I want to verify is true, and I've never been able to.
He's just mentioned a few times in this murder book.
He was, and how
Adding-
powerful was he at that time? He was hugely powerful,
Yeah.
right? Statement number 3. Fingers in the buzzers. This film was co-written by director Wes Anderson and star Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. Let's just. I'm just. It's a Wes Anderson movie.
Well, director Wes
With
Anderson.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Life Aquatic.
Sorry, that's not the answer we're looking for.
Life.
Moonrise Kingdom.
That is not the answer we're looking for.
I think he was in Grand Budapest Hotel.
Keep digging.
Was Owen Wilson in it?
Yes.
God, this almost sounds like What's My Line?
It does.
I'm just going to start listing off Thomas Anderson movies.
I'll give you one more guess.
The Witches thing.
That would be incorrect.
The Witches thing.
Yeah.
Is it a newer or an older?
It's fairly older. It's not like 60s older. Wes Anderson is earlier in his career.
Royal Tenenbaums.
You win. Royal Tenenbaums Criterion Edition.
Okay. We were just talking about this movie on our Criterion Closet episode of 127.
There you go.
I was told I need to watch this movie.
Well, now you can.
Now I can. Okay.
I'm
Cool.
so happy we have a winner. All right, here we go.
You trying to tell me I'm never mind.
I don't have to tell you that.
The Beatles wrote a song about me.
I am the walrus.
No. I'm a loser.
Statement number 1. You guys are going to want this one. The first film in this series was the first of 5 total films starring the same lead actor.
That could be a whole bunch of
The
movies.
first of 5. Got it.
Vin Diesel.
That would be not the answer we're looking for. I always like that. That's not the answer we're looking for. The second film in this series was directed by the same director behind Andrew Dice Clay's Ford Fairlane.
Wait, repeat that.
What is
The
that?
second film in the series was directed by the same director behind Andrew Dice Clay's Ford Fairlane.
I actually like that movie.
I know I did too.
5 movies with the same actor. Okay.
Statement number 3. The main character in this film first appeared in Roderick Thorpe's novel Nothing Lasts Forever from 1979.
That sounds like a James Bond thing. I don't know James Bond though.
It's not James Bond, but you're warm.
How many movies?
5.
No, I think they only did 4 because I was going to say the Matt Helm series, which had Dean Martin.
Okay. Nothing lasts forever. James Bond is warm. 5 movies. First one.
James Bond is warm because it's an action series. That's really the only
So it's not a
connection.
spy thing.
No,
Oh,
I wanted to clarify that. And by the way, I've tried to buy this
5.
book and it's extremely rare. It's like $80 for a paperback.
5 action movies with the same guy. 5 action movies.
Is it a guy
with the
or-
same guy?
Male or female?
It's male.
It's female?
No, it's male.
Oh, it's male. Can I ask what years they came out?
You could, but I don't have that written down.
Ask it.
He said he doesn't have it written down.
But he said you could ask it.
Oh, I did ask it.
So ask it again. Because you said, can I ask it? And he said, you can. So go ahead and ask it.
Oh, what years did these movies come out?
I don't know. I don't have it written down.
We went in a big circle.
All right, I'm going to let you guys fight over this one.
No, wait a minute. Give us another.
Hold on.
No,
hold on.
there's 3.
5.
And then
said
you got to
there's
fight.
5.
There are 5 movies, but
Oh.
only 3 statements.
Lethal Weapon.
Oh, Jeff's heating up. He's heating up. You better get in the action here, Johnny.
Is it a cop?
I'm the one asking the questions.
Will you let him ask a question? All right. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, here's the problem. If I give you the answer to that, you're going to know what it is.
Well, duh.
Is it about a cop?
It is
He
about a
said-
cop.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop 1 with Eddie.
No, but a
Eddie
good
Murphy,
guess.
right?
That's a good guess.
A cop. Okay.
It's not the Lethal Weapon series.
No,
Dirty Harry.
no. I love those movies though.
It's not French Connection because he
They didn't do 5 of them for starters.
He only did 2. That's Popeye Doyle.
One more guess apiece, and it's fighting time.
5 action movies. 5 of them.
It's not Clint Eastwood. It's not Gene Hackman.
Who's the actor? Arnold?
I don't know how you guys. If I answer that question, you're going to know instantly.
Which Arnold?
Well, if you're going to tell us right now, anyways.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, Die Hard.
Die Hard. It is.
Okay.
Die Hard trilogy 1 through 3.
You can have that because I actually just bought that.
Oh,
Did you buy that set?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I had Die Hard in my head, but I'm like, the set I have only has 3, so maybe there's not 5.
There's 3 in the box set, 5 in the total set.
Okay.
Which I bought that for $10. Does it say $10 in there at the thrift store? And I was so excited. I said, I'll pay that for 3.
no, $5.99.
Okay. So, well, then I thought it'd be really nice to have all of them. I go on Amazon. They have 5 of them for $9.99.
Oh,
Well, I just buy those. All right. Next movie. And you may both already have this in your collection. So it's free. Don't complain. This film used the same set as Back to the Future.
Back to the Future 1, 2, 3. No.
That was a good answer, though.
so the clock tower.
Yes.
Okay.
Statement number 2. These are just ticking time bombs. In Cantonese, one of the main characters' names means devil or demon.
Okay.
Statement number 3. Cameos in this film include Steven Spielberg and legendary film composer Jerry Goldsmith.
Austin Powers.
Good guess, but incorrect.
Okay.
Not the answer we're looking for.
Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Those movies cracking me up. I'll never forget the one where he's sneaking into the bad guy's place and he has to pee, but he won't do it till he eats asparagus and then pee. What the hell?
Oh, remember the coffee? Chock full of nuts.
Yeah.
God. It's a bit nutty.
I read somewhere that the Bond people wanted to sue them because they thought they were hurting their image as the spy filmmakers. It's like, it's parody, man. Nothing you can do. Any other guesses here? I can throw another couple of facts at you on this one because
Yeah. Let's do it.
it was suggested by a sequence in the movie Heavy Metal.
I love that movie.
Never seen that.
It ended up being completely different, by the way, but it was what else can I tell you? Oh, same film director as Poltergeist.
Toby Hooper?
Good movie.
No. Was that Toby Hooper?
I believe so. Poltergeist, yeah.
I think you're right. It's not Toby Hooper. I'm sorry. And I can't think of any of this guy's films in the back of my head. You'll know him as
Or Steven Spielberg, because people think, Spielberg secretly directed parts of Poltergeist.
I just read some of that this weekend, that he directed everything that wasn't special effects. He let the other person do the special effects shots.
I love
I don't know how true any of it is, but
that movie, by the way.
the story about Poltergeist is my friend Chris Gerlach was working at the Fox Ventura Theater, and he said that listening to the audience watch Poltergeist was like listening to an audience ride a roller coaster, because they would all scream at once and then get quiet. Then they'd all scream at once and they get quiet. He said it was great. I'm just going to tell you what this one is, because like I said, I think at least one of you have it.
You'll probably get it, because I'm trying to think of, because I've seen the clock tower in a lot of things.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It was in the TED show.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. That's where the high school was.
Oh,
And I was like, I know where this is. We've been there.
isn't that weird? Because every time you see that set, you know Well,
Yeah.
we here in Southern California do because we've been there. It's Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Special edition.
Oh,
I don't think I have that in my
Now,
collection.
what else did Joe
I
Dante
do.
direct?
You?
I do. I do.
You have it?
I do have it.
You mind?
You can take it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys aren't fighting hard
I
enough.
have the first and the second one.
The first
on
was the
Blu-ray.
best.
Second one's pretty good. Except that,
It's goofy.
and I didn't realize how prophetic it would be. I remember watching the second one, and they had that hallway with all the different channels, and there was one, the archery channel, and I remember laughing. Aha! They got an archery TV channel. There's an archery channel now. So, all right, next movie. This epic remake was completed in only 72 days, spread out over 4 months.
Ben-Hur.
No, but that's not a bad guess. John,
Gladiator.
I didn't ask. Never mind. I'm not gonna. That's what she said. I'm not gonna. Gene
Family
Barry,
show.
Gene Barry and Ann Robinson, stars of the original film, make an appearance here as doctors. And I learned that it's not a cameo if their name appears in the credits. I didn't know that.
No.
I thought you could have a cameo, but according to this article I read, a cameo is when you're not mentioned in the credits and make an appearance in something. I thought it was just a brief appearance.
You don't know who Gene Barry was?
Nope.
Bat Masterson.
He doesn't know who Bat Masterson was.
Nope.
He knows who Batman is.
Yes.
Justice.
First and final, and this is a good one. I tried to save the ones that should be stickers for the end. Based on a book first published in 1898.
A Christmas Carol.
No, but good guess.
That's the clue.
That's based on a book published in 1898. Yeah, that's the clue.
You think I'd remember that because I was there?
Is that the book you didn't return to the library?
Shh.
Back in my day.
By the way, I didn't like this movie when I first saw it because I didn't think it stuck to the book. And then I went back and I reread the book and I realized it was the other movies, because there have been remakes of this, that didn't stick to the book. That one pretty much did.
Okay. Epic. So it's a longer movie. Doctors. So there's doctors in it. 1898. Probably not traditional doctors.
Could be Western, or it could be something that takes place.
And remember,
Almost
the
dead.
people that appeared as the doctors were the stars of the original. So it may not have any connection to that.
Yeah, but it was a TV series.
Nope.
Okay, so if it was a book that was published in 1898, so obviously that it's not modern.
Doctors. Treasure Island.
The doctor's thing you want to back away from. It's not really doctor related.
It's not Dr. Jekyll.
Not Treasure Island.
No, it's not Treasure Island.
The Invisible Man.
No, but you're getting there. You're heading that right direction.
Oh,
Not a universal monster, but you're getting closer to
it is a monster.
in the same sense that Disclosure Day is monsters.
Uh-huh. The
Fly.
Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh God, I love that movie, but no.
Yeah, but he said 1898. When was that book written?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's old. It's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Space 1999.
You could have been born in 1898. Who knows? I don't know.
John, if it was Space 1999, you'd be wrong in both cases, whether too old
Yeah,
or
but
too
you
new.
know what's pretty funny about Space 1999? Where does it take place?
Space.
1898.
On the moon.
Yeah.
And we plan on putting a base on the moon.
They've been planning that for
Not
decades. Ever since that
universal.
that show came out.
Doctors. Not Universal.
Not Universal Monsters, no. And it's really not a monster movie. Let me give you one final thing, if I can do this. The director played a joke on the stars during a subaquatic scene by piping the theme from Jaws through the giant underwater speakers. The author's name starts with two initials.
JR. No, that would be JR. That's three initials. It's not R. Scott.
Okay, we're going
Bolton.
in. Oh didn't bring that one.
Piranha.
It is War of the Worlds.
You said that.
Did I say that?
No, he didn't. No, he
I
didn't.
thought he did.
Doctors.
The two original stars appear as doctors. It's really just a
Yeah,
cameo.
in the original movie.
The 50s one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gene Barry.
Good
Yeah,
one.
no,
That's a
you
good
did
one.
say War of the Worlds when you first started
No,
talking.
I said
about it.
I didn't say War of the Worlds. That was another one that was on my mind, but I said Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh, that's right.
So anyway, you guys fight or give or whatever you want to do.
You don't have it?
You haven't seen it?
No, I have seen it.
Oh.
Do you have it?
No.
No. I have that one, and I have the Criterion of the 50s one, which is good.
It is very good. The problem with the Criterion release though is it Blu-ray?
Yeah.
First
You can
time I
see
ever
all
saw
the
those damn
strings.
threads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that movie in theaters 6 times.
If you guys were listening to the original radio broadcast live when it happened, do you think you would have been terrified
Well, you can't.
like the rest of the country was?
Today you wouldn't be because you just assume it was AI. But back then you can't put yourself in the.
That's
in
what I
those
mean.
booths.
If you were alive back then.
Well, I can't tell you because
I don't know.
it was a different time.
Yeah, people were scared of different things back then.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Ice Cube one?
Moving on. Yes, unfortunately, I did.
It was fun. It's better to watch with friends.
Well, yeah, that would do it.
I don't know why it exists. It's just
Did
a big
you
ad
download
for
it to
Amazon.
watch it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
In that case, let's do it.
You know what's weird about it is that, despite the fact it was just trash,
Yeah.
I was kind of intrigued by the way they did it.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting concept, just not well executed.
Yeah. And I
The
like,
Amazon links didn't help.
oh yeah. Yeah, literally, here's how you buy a product on Amazon Prime. Wow.
I wish I had a flashlight.
Oh,
You can buy one now on Amazon.
Prime Day's coming very soon, like next week.
Gotta be so careful. I'm spending so much money on physical media.
Yeah, I just bought some expensive stuff, some expensive toys, and I don't need to buy any more stuff.
Have you been to Barnes and Noble? No. Yeah, Barnes and Noble lately.
Yeah.
Is their inventory shrinking or is it staying pretty good
For what? DVDs?
for DVDs, Blu-rays? Because it's gone at Target and Walmart now.
What, Walmart too? Oh, damn.
They're just not replenished.
I mean, you know how it used
They're
to be that whole back area?
Yeah.
Half of it is manga and half of it is DVDs
Yes.
and albums, but
Okay.
it's still about half.
Okay, that's good.
So
Because I their prices are almost as good as thrift store sometimes.
yeah,
On
depending
the
on what you're looking for.
older, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Don't worry, there's not many of these more to go. This TV series was nominated for 18 Emmy Awards and won 8 of those.
Batman.
Lost.
No. It was the first basic cable series to be nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Television Series.
Lost.
No.
Found.
No, I was just saying I'm lost.
Sopranos.
I think The Sopranos had more than 18 Emmy Awards
Okay.
nominations, I would think.
So you're saying no?
No.
No, you're saying
Now,
no?
see,
or-
once again, here's the giveaway.
Wait a minute. I said, you're saying no. You said no. So which is it?
I was,
If I'm,
it's definitely no.
oh, okay.
About to become no. Third statement. The actor who plays the captain of the San Francisco Police Department's Homicide Division also once played one of film's most notorious villains.
Streets of San Francisco.
No. Took the easy way out, John. That was a fail. I'll read that again because that's a long one. The actor who plays the captain of the San Francisco Police Department's Homicide Division also once played one of film's most notorious villains.
Films, one of notorious. Which
Is this a TV series? Or
This
is
is a TV series. But he played a villain in a film. One of the few films to win Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Screenplay.
when did this come out?
It's probably 10 years since the last new episode aired. So it's been, I'd say, early 2000.
And the San Francisco cop detective played a villain, and that villain was the one who won the Oscar.
The captain of the homicide captain, yes.
Uh-huh.
Played a captain? I mean, won an Oscar?
San Francisco.
No. Oh.
Francisco.
We've talked about this series a lot because it's one of my favorites. There's another statement for you.
Nash Bridges.
Monk?
Nash Bridges. Monk it is, yes.
Monk,
he gets
of
it.
course.
Nash Bridges.
That's right. I forgot that takes place in You're Giving Up Monk.
Here is the good news. Johnny, you get one too. And Jeff, you get 2 seasons, season 2 and season 6. I'm sorry I don't have seasons in order, but there you go. I've been hunting those down because there's
I know.
9 seasons.
Because I know I got you.
One of those is the one you got me. And then I finally got tired of hunting them down, so I bought the whole series on Amazon.
There you go.
So
I was going to say, You're Giving. I never saw the movie.
that's so good.
I've
It just
never
was,
seen
and it got
any
another
of
Emmy nomination, by the way.
Never seen any of those.
And I
Of course, you could have said he was a taxi driver on Monk. I mean, Wings.
Or he was the guy, the one of the villains from Spy Kids.
Tony Shalhoub,
Yeah, that's right.
but the captain of the police department was Ted Levine,
Mm-hmm.
who played
Buffalo
Bill.
Oh, see, I was thinking the same movie. I was like, what has Anthony Hopkins been in?
Oh, yeah, I can
See,
see
I
that.
didn't- Yeah.
And by the way, in that movie, Ted Levine's creepy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He's still very good. I like Ted Levine a lot, but he plays Captain Stottlemyre in that series.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. You can play if you want to, Jeff, but just play. Statement number 1. The neighbors in this film are named the O'Doyles, and they also appear as the family of bullies throughout the lead actor's famous golf movie. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at this mic like that?
No, I'm actually looking at
Happy Gilmore.
Cat Daddy.
Happy Gilmore is the golf movie.
Yeah.
But that's
You
not
say
what
Cappy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay.
but
You said Cappy.
but the O'Doyles also appear in this movie.
Okay, so I did get the other movie right.
What'd you say?
You said they also appear in this movie. So not the movie you're talking about right now, but the other movie that you were referencing
Happy
is
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, Happy Gilmore. There's your Happy Gilmore. There's your connection.
No.
Do you know what it is, Jeff?
Read the question again. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, the neighbor. Well, I thought you'd already guessed it.
Uh-huh.
The neighbors in this film are named the O'Doyles and also appear as the family of bullies throughout the lead actor's famous golf movie, which is Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
This will
So
help.
the
John.
neighbors in this movie are the O'Doyles.
Still the O'Doyles, yes.
But
Okay,
it's
so
not the same ones as. Is it an Adam Sandler film?
It is.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh,
This will do it for you.
Okay.
Waterboy.
No,
It's
it's Waterburger.
in the swamp.
Oh, no,
I didn't say Waterburger.
this should help you, John.
Some high quality H2O.
The film's lead actress is perhaps best known for her recurring role as a vampire assassin. She kills vampires.
Vampire is Oh, I know that one.
I knew you would.
What's her name?
Mila.
It's not me.
No, not Mila Jovovich. She was Resident Evil. Kate
Oh.
Beckinsdale was Underworld.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but she was a vampire too, wasn't she?
Well, so is Blade, but he's a
Mila?
vampire assassin.
Well, he was
Mila?
half vampire.
We have a whole
Oh.
episode about Mila on 127. Don't watch it.
Really?
Yeah, we have a whole episode about her.
Now, should I watch it or not? Because I actually love her.
Uh,
I should
It's
stay away.
very facetious.
Okay.
I think she was in an episode or two of Nash Bridges.
It's not Mila. It's not Mila. I know. Should I tell you what vampire he's talking about?
No.
Okay.
It's her name is Mia Yelin Hala. No.
All right. What's the third hint?
Third statement. The legendary actor who plays Morty the sales clerk has been happily married to the same woman for over 5 decades.
Plays Morty, the sales clerk,
Mm-hmm.
in this TV series.
No, it's
No,
a movie.
On the movie.
I've already given you like a bunch of hints.
I got one last one for you. Many of the sounds you hear in Emily Blunt's mouth from A Disclosure Day are the title of this film.
I didn't see Disclosure Day
The
yet.
trailer.
I know it. I know it.
I know
It's a
you know
good-
it.
It's a good movie.
I'm being
I think
interrupted.
this is on your
by
top
voices.
50 list.
It,
wasn't it?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I say it?
No, because I'm being interrupted.
Do you
by
have this
other
movie?
Voices.
Oh yeah, it's oh yeah. Blame everybody else.
Of course.
What are you? 34?
No.
Oh.
15.
I don't know why I said that. I hate that generational crap.
is yes.
What?
And it's- your name's John. My name's Jeff.
You never got that? You don't know what that's from?
What? My name's Jeff.
No.
22 Jump Street
is yes. That's the way he said it.
or 21 Jump Street. One of those. You know, that's funny thing is we're going to sidetrack from it for a second. You're going to lose all your hints here. It's 21 Jump Street. That wasn't even in the movie. It was in the trailer. But the theatrical cut of that film, he said a different name. And it's like, my name is now ruined. Everyone's going to say, I can't introduce myself. I can't say, oh, my name's Jeff. Because then they're going to go, well, my name's Jeff. And it wasn't even in the movie, you know? The Mexican Wolverine. Anyways, do you want to know?
Yes.
It's Click. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
It's one of the best Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
Oh, with the remote control. You got it.
No, do you have it?
No, I don't.
Then have it.
You do have it, right?
I do own it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was. You know, my favorite Adam Sandler movie is the one with the shoes, the cobbler.
Cobbler's freaking great.
That movie made me cry. I
It
remember-
does.
Yeah, I remember I was sitting in the break room at Whole Foods. They have a TV set up there, and I was just sitting there. Didn't help that I was depressed, but anyways, I was watching that scene where he's with his dad at the end, and I was just bawling my eyes out. Someone walks in. Jeff, are you okay? Who the f put this on the, the screen? You know,
It's that kind of movie. It is.
it's a great.
You know, I was talking about movies where you actually feel love. That's one of them.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, that's why you don't like movies
some
where the
creepy
dog
stuff, yeah.
dies because you
Don't need to get me started. Brad Pitt's got a new dog movie, and that dog's gonna die, and I'm gonna be so pissed. Move on. Why would you bring that up? You don't watch dog movies because the dog always dies.
Or that one with Josh
I-
Gad where
I-
the dog keeps getting reincarnated and the dog dies like 18 times. Yeah.
sounds like
That movie exists.
Yeah. That was an actual movie that came out. It was called A Dog's Journey. It was voiced by Josh Gad, and he lives with this little boy, and then he dies, and then he keeps getting reincarnated until he eventually comes back and lives with the guy again as he's older or something. And it's just death scene after death scene, and then there's one where like he's a puppy, and then they just like euthanize him right away, and then there's one where like he's a cop dog. It's like, why would we do this?
Was
All prints
I
of that
do.
movie need
was
to be
that a movie
destroyed.
Yeah.
with Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
Oh, I always wanted to see that movie. I missed it.
Oh well.
And apparently, he didn't miss much if they killed a dog over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ends up living, doesn't he? Yeah.
Well, like
Kind of, sort
I
of.
guess.
Okay. Well, there.
Would you want to live again if you have to die 18 times painfully?
Well, if I get to keep coming back.
I just want it over.
Wait, what?
I'm like Patton Oswalt. He said, if they launch the nukes, I'm going to lather myself up with some suntan lotion, grab a beer, go outside and sit in the patio chair.
That's funny. You should say that.
It was. I didn't think it was that funny.
No. I used to work for a company in.
It's funny you should say that. They launched them 15 minutes ago.
No, I worked for a company in Arlington, Texas, and a couple of the guys that worked there, they were bikers, and I don't know how we got on it was break time one day. We got on the subject.
I don't know how we got on this subject, but go
of,
ahead.
Nuclear, you know,
Uh-huh.
they dropped the bomb and all that, and one of the guys says, "Yep, that happens, I'm just going to get on my bike and I'm going to, with a beer in my hand, I'm going to head towards the glow.
That's his biggest mistake, because what do they say? The first thing's going to happen to you in a nuclear blast. You're going to go blind from the brightness. So
Yeah, because your eyes are going to melt.
I didn't say that's what he said.
yeah, well,
Well,
he's going to head towards the glow. What glow? Maybe
my-
the glow. He'll feel the heat coming towards him.
My point being, he knows he's going to die, so he's going to.
That's it.
That's just like in Sons of Anarchy.
My
There's a nuke in that?
yeah.
Okay.
Big truck.
Remind me to tell you our buddy Steve Snyder's idea of what's going to, when I can't tell you on this show, but I'll tell you guys off air what his plan is when the nuke's hit. All right, next one. You probably both already have this one, but I keep buying it because I'm stupid like that. Most of these are just movies I purchased too many times. This film was based on a Stephen King story and arguably kicked off the careers of 5 actors who went on to become big stars.
The Stand.
Okay.
No, you had your guess. Statement number 2. Those same 5 actors were quite rowdy at the hotel they stayed in, including such shenanigans as throwing poolside furniture in the water, fixing video games so they could be played for free, and covering the car of the son of a major star with mud.
Stand By Me.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not that one.
Yeah, it is Stand By Me.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I love that movie.
Is
The
it?
director,
Oh, that was so good.
Okay.
the director of this film later directed another film starring Jack Nicholson. That reads badly.
Oh.
That went on to garner Best Picture on.
A Few Good Men.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's not,
Wait a minute. You just said it was Stand By
it
Me.
is.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he was just pulling the Oscar thing.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. I do not have it.
You want it?
Do you have it?
Nope.
You won the quiz. So that
Did you even look at your list? How do you know you don't have it?
Because I know I don't have it. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys all movies I bought 2 or 3
Well,
times.
there
You
you
probably should look at the
you
list.
won the quiz. You get the movie. Play by the rules.
I'm happy that you haven't seen the Royal Tenenbaums.
I have not. Oh, he's looking at his list.
The problem with that Royal Tenenbaums box set is it looks all beat up, doesn't it?
Mhm.
It's supposed to be a book cover. So
Oh.
you look at the sides; they're all torn up too because it's supposed to be a book cover. Drives me nuts.
Okay. Interesting.
Nope, don't got it.
Okay, well, it's your decision anyway. But if I was you, I'd give it to Jeff.
Do you want it or not?
You don't have it. You said you like it. It is your movie. You won the quiz.
Thank you. But of all those 4 guys, 2 of them have really gone on. One of them is dead, and the 4th one is he actually did a McDonald's commercial.
Which one's that?
Christmas McDonald's commercial
Who's that?
when he was a little bitty kid.
Who's that?
Corey Feldman
Corey was a pretty big star at one point.
at one point. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
No, he's on tour now. He plays heavy metal. Look him up on YouTube. It's great.
And
All
he
right,
does
last one.
Dancing with the Stars.
Despite having nearly the same title, this film is not a remake of the 1975 Sam Peckinpah film.
Okay.
Statement number 2. One of the best known names in this film is the only American-born actor to appear here.
Okay.
Purportedly based on a true story and starring one of the greatest action stars of all time, also known as Scott's boyfriend.
That's Jason Statham.
Mhm.
He's pretty, I'm sure you're quite aware of that.
Mhm.
I will tell you this. I didn't watch this movie because I thought it was a remake of that one. So now I need to watch it.
The Mechanic? Because he did a remake of The Mechanic.
But did Sam Peckinpah do the original?
Oh, no.
I don't know who Sam Peckinpah is. I mean, maybe I do. I just don't know. I've heard the name. Maybe if I see the face, I'll be able to tell you.
What the hell are you doing? Yeah, you need to know Sam Peckinpah just as a film buff.
One of the
Because I'm going to tell you about a movie that he did as our last thing here that I just watched and I was not impressed by.
it was
but-
well the one he was known for the longest time as directing one of the at the time bloodiest movies.
I don't know.
Osterman Weekend. Yeah, he was a legend. And there's a reason for that. He was, well, we'll get to that. Anybody want to take a guess on, because that has nothing to do with what we're looking at right now.
I'm trying to run the list of Jason Statham movies.
It also starred Clive Owen. And the 60-second preview said it was a knockout. It's a total blast.
As usual, my mind's gone blank.
The Beekeeper.
Don't you wish?
So good.
All right. You guys ready for start the fight?
Here's
Sure.
another clue.
Killer Elite.
Never heard of it.
I think it's Killer Elite.
It's actually pronounced Elite, but I hate to
I think
say
it's Killer Elite.
it's actually Elite.
Oh.
Robert De Niro is also the other star in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Robert De Niro.
You're giving up, Jason.
Again, I bought it in Blu-ray and forgot I had that one. I don't look at my list either. I just buy. Stupid.
If you haven't seen it, watch
Have
it.
you seen it?
I honestly probably did. I don't remember, but watch it. And then bring it back.
You guys just fighting is so disappointing. I was hoping.
What do you want, blood?
I wanted blood. I wanted scratches. I wanted screaming.
Okay.
I wanted. If he's going to be here,
All right, let's go. Rock and roll,
Reach
buckaroo.
for my knife too, but it's not that big.
Actually, there's a story about that.
The knife?
Yeah.
The knife?
Yeah. I almost had to stab someone once. And
Was
because of that knife, I got out of it.
was that no high?
No, it was in Boy Scouts though.
Well, you should always stab a Boy Scout. No, didn't say that. Didn't skip that.
This kid kind of deserved it.
Was he
Pulled
going
a knife
after
on
you?
me?
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, he pulled a knife on me. You guys want to hear that story?
Yeah, let's hear it real
It's the
quick.
peanut butter story. I almost got stabbed over peanut butter.
Oh, well, was it crunchy or creamy? Because that makes a difference.
So this was a Boy Scout camp up north. For those of you who know me, you guys have already heard the story a million times. It was a Boy Scout camp up north, Camp Whitsett, and we were there for the week. And that place was very. It was there was a lot of weird dynamics between the Scout troops there, because I
Like-
can remember each individual Boy Scout
Like
troop.
rivalry or
Yeah, pretty much. And we were the Boy Scout troop that kind of like messed with everybody. You know, we were the outcasts. We wouldn't, we would kind of keep to ourselves, but if people bothered us, we would bother them. And I remember this one time for dinner, they were having sloppy joes. I don't like sloppy joes. So they have a table set to the side with like bread and peanut butter and stuff. And you can go over there and you can make yourself a peanut butter sandwich, so you don't go hungry. So I'm over there.
it is about peanut butter.
Yeah, it is. This is how this all started. So I go over there and it's this big giant jar of peanut butter. It had just been opened. I was the first one over there. There's a line of kids behind me, and I don't do jelly, right? I double peanut butter. I peanut butter one side of the bread, I peanut butter the other, and then I put it together, right? It's how you do it, right? So I'm doing that. Put one piece of bread, put second piece of bread. The kid behind me is like, yo, save some for the rest of us. And I look at him, I'm like, this is like a gallon jar, and it's just been opened. Like, you're fine, dude.
Yeah,
You're
there's
second in
plenty here.
line. And so all the other kids in his troop are behind him. They all start giving me about the peanut butter. And I'm like, what are we doing? So my troop sees these kids hassling me. So then they all come over.
Uh-huh.
And then they start going back and forth, like, saying stuff to each other, like getting all up in each other's faces and stuff. And I'm like, I just want to eat my peanut butter. So I'm like, you know what, guys, your mom. And then I walk away. This was, I didn't have any comebacks back then. So that was what I did.
That's a
I
good
just
one.
said-
Let
I
them
just
come up with
ended
their
it.
own.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just said, your mom walked away. I ate my sandwich. Well, for the rest of the week, these kids would come up to us and they would try to start fights and stuff. And there was
We're
this,
still over peanut butter.
yeah. So they would like targeting us. So I remember finally one time, I don't remember what was said, but one of the kids in my troop said something to them that like really pissed them off. And I remember I was walking from one of the merit badge classes or whatever. I was walking back through the woods back to my camp. I was by myself. And 3 of these kids from my troop were behind me, or from their troop were behind me. And they're walking up closer to me. And I'm like, okay, they're going to like
Beat the hell out of it.
yeah, they're going to jump me right now. I'm like, all right, what am I going to do here? I'm like, so I'm like getting myself ready. I'm like, I've never been in a fight before, but like, I'm pretty sure I can take these kids on. They're Boy Scouts. Like, they're a bunch of nerds, right? I know, because I'm a Boy Scout. And one of the other kids from my troop, he links up with me, and I'm like, hey, man, these kids are getting closer and closer. They've been following me through the woods. Their camp was way back there. They're going to jump me right now. Like, are you good to back me up? He's like, yeah, let's F them up. So then they're getting closer and closer. Him and I are like ready to go. We're ready to like knock these kids out. And then one of the adults from our group links up with us. There's these like trails that like link up with the big main one, right? So he comes up, and then those kids, they separate off to a different trail. They start walking off into the woods. So because there's an adult there now, they can't beat us up.
Right.
So I look over at them, and the kids are dogging me out. And then one of the kids pulls out a Swiss Army knife, and he unclips it and he points it at me like, I'm going to get you, kind of thing. And so I stop and I'm like, you want to do that? I'm like, I'm right here, buddy. Let's do it. And he's like, what? And I'm like, you're going to try to stab me with that? Because Swiss Army knives, if you know, they don't have locks. So if you stab the wrong way, that thing's going to switch back and cut you.
Right.
I know, because I have a scar from it.
And the corkscrew won't help you at all anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like that thing. Look at this. All right. So I'm like, I tell the kid, I'm like, you want to do that? Like, let's go, buddy. And he's like, what? And I'm like, take a look at yours. Take a look at mine. If this is what you want to do, let's go. And he's like, looks at his knife. Pull that back out. Pull it back out. Look at that. There's a clear difference.
Yes.
Look, mine's got a lock. This exact knife.
Mine does not.
Yeah, exactly. And the kids, he just puts his knife away and he walks away. And I'm like, that's right. I'm like, you walk away. And then I laugh at him. And then the adult in my group's like, what just happened? What did you just do? And I was like, that kid was going to stab me. He's threatened to stab me. And that was that.
It's always they find you after the fact.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for being here when I needed you.
Yeah.
Well, that just tells you it's like Crocodile Dundee, right?
Yeah.
The peanut butter factor.
Faction. It's an N.
Factor's better.
Like faction. I wrote it. It's faction.
Well, anyways,
Well, I'm glad you survived, but you never answered the most important question.
what's that?
Crunchy or creamy?
I believe it's creamy.
Okay. And it's still with fighting over, but not as much.
Well,
Skippy. Jiff.
I make my, I don't know, it was a gallon tub. It was like this big. I don't know, some knockoff brand. It was peanut butter in a jar.
It was Boy Scout brand, so it was just whatever they got at Costco. Or
Yeah, exactly.
No, back then it was probably Price Club.
yeah, probably Price Club. I gotta have jelly, by the way. Sorry.
Grape or strawberry. Marmalade.
You know what? I hadn't had grape jelly in ages, and then strangely enough, before your colonoscopy, you can have like a couple of days before, you can have peanut butter, creamy, and grape jelly, but not strawberry jelly because there's no seeds, right? So it's kind of gross, isn't it? But anyway, so I had grape jelly for the first time in 15, 20 years. That stuff just sucks. It's just like, it's like grape flavored sugar.
Do you remember that time when I was still on the Friday Shot Day show?
Yes.
I brought in a loaf of bread, white bread,
Okay, I was worried this was going to go the colonoscopy route.
jar of
Wait, do you see what he did with that bread?
either a jar of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip,
See?
and a pack of all beef bologna. And we had bologna sandwiches. You don't remember that?
I do remember that.
That tasted pretty good.
That was weird though.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the drinking show. Let's get John to bring in some bologna sandwiches.
And your point,
You said mustard and mayonnaise, right? Because there's no way you didn't bring
I
mustard.
probably brought mustard also.
Okay, so Jeff went to a paranormal event last week
Oh yeah.
and took some pictures. But why don't you tell us a little about it first? And then I don't have the pictures in any order. I know that two stay together.
I'll direct you.
Okay, so just tell us what that was all about last week and what happened.
Okay. So I went to the Pacific Coast Paracon, I think is what it's called. They've put it on for a few years. These people I used to work with doing the ghost show and whatnot, doing paranormal investigations here and there. I haven't worked with them in a long time, but I just felt like going. You know, I've never been to one. Figured I'd go one year. I had some time, whatever. I was just going to go after the podcast for an hour, right? Just check it out. Maybe buy a book from somebody, because they had some people from Ghost Adventures there. Richard Sennett was there. You know, a couple other people. Some people I didn't like were there. That
Did you stay away from each other, or did you pull a knife on them?
No. I kind of avoided them because they think that bugs are ghosts. But anyways, that's besides the point.
That'd be a problem.
Yeah. So I was going to go. The guy who's putting it on, he found out I was going. He said, well, can you take pictures? I'll give you a free ticket. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I guess I'm going to be there for a little longer. I walked in.
And this was at the Ventura Theater, was it? Or
Yeah.
okay.
So I walked in and immediately it was kind of like, oh yeah, stuff's like not going right today. What do you mean stuff's not going right today? Oh, well, like 3 of our speakers backed out today because they had gone Friday and then they didn't go Saturday. And then they're like, yeah, and one of our tour guides backed out and like nothing's going, the projector stuff's not working. Like it, and then I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. And then I walk in there and it's like, there's like 6 booths. And then there's someone talking up on the stage. And then there were probably like 12 people in attendance.
Wow.
It was kind of like
Disappointing.
yeah. And I was thinking, man, I could probably take all these pictures and get out of here in an hour. And through one thing or another, I end up helping a bunch, like setting stuff up or getting presenters ready or dealing with the projector. Like now I'm running the slideshows because I'm just helping out with everybody. And eventually I asked about the ghost tour because I've always wanted to run a ghost tour. I think that'd be super interesting to just have these people, these like 10, 15 people hostage for like 2 hours. And then I get to tell them about ghosts. And then I get to say like, well, and over here. And I've always wanted to do that. And so I asked like, hey, I can try to come back tonight and do your ghost tour for you. Because he wanted to separate it into 2 groups. One group does one side of the theater, one the other side, and then switch. And he's like, yeah, that would be great. You know the ghosts here, everything, the ghosts like you here and all that junk. And apparently they still say my name over all the boxes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like say it all the time. And so he's like, yeah, that'd be great if you could do that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I end up, and I'll tell you a funny story about Richard Sennett afterwards.
I want to hear that.
I don't know if I can say it on air though.
Well, I can't say the thing about end of the world. So we'll have a little discussion afterwards.
There you go. So then I leave, I come back, and already there's like stuff happening.
You're
Like,
feeling things or what?
I'm like hearing things. Like
Oh, okay.
I'm standing out in the big hall as they empty everybody out. We're waiting for everybody to come in. And I'm in the big hall up by the stage, and I'm hearing someone walking up around the stage. So I go up on the stage with the flashlight. I'm looking around. There's nobody up there. But like the whole time, I'm hearing somebody walking around. You can hear the footsteps walking back and forth on the stage. And like when they started separating us into groups, I could still hear someone walking around up there. No one else seemed to notice. Anyways, I got my group. And he's like, yeah, just lead them through the various places and tell them a little bit about the ghosts. I'm like, I looked up the history. There's not much to go on, but like I know enough of what you guys have told me to do this, and I just winged it.
Probably made it more interesting.
Yeah, and it was kind of fun too because like I was able to interject on little things and be like, okay, well, this isn't verified, but this is what they've said, or like this equipment that we have this evidence and stuff like that, like it's easily manipulable, so just take everything with a grain of salt. And I was able to interject my own stuff through it, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But we didn't really get anything. It was,
despite the steps and all that, nothing really.
Yeah, like I think like I was just so focused on doing the tour that like I wasn't focused on all the stuff that was going on around. But everybody was like super happy by the end of it because they were like, it was crazy in there. Stuff was popping off. We were seeing, like, people kept telling me they saw shadow people running around. They heard voices and stuff like that. And they said they stopped the guy who was running the thing on our way out. And he's like, everything was happening around Jeff. Like we were using dowsing rods and we were asking it like, oh, well, who do you like here? And then they would point to me. And they would ask questions on the box. They're like, da, 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 and it would say Jeff or whatever. And they're like, it just kept saying his name over and over. Like, it's so weird. And we kept seeing all these shadow people like running towards them or running away from them or stuff like that. But it was all revolving. I'm like, I didn't see any of this.
Didn't feel anything. Yeah.
I was like, I was so focused on the tour. They're like, well, how long have you been doing this for? Like, how long have you been working for this tour? I was like, they just told me a couple hours ago. So I've just winged it the whole time. But, so it was fun, whether those people, I don't know any of those people. So whether or not they were telling the truth, that was up in the air. But like, apparently a lot of different people saw some crazy stuff there.
Do you think that there's, and maybe you're going to get to this point, that you have a future in doing some more of that?
I don't know. I heard that they were probably thinking about doing ghost tours throughout the year, but they're waiting. I guess they have a thing with Ghost Adventures where they're going to go there. So I think they're waiting till after that to start doing it.
Okay.
Which hopefully maybe I would like to do it. Because I could do it. I like that place. I think it is actually
like you.
Yeah. I would like to be there for the Ghost Adventures episode as well, but because I like those guys also. But anyhow,
is that the Majestic?
Yeah.
Ventura Majestic.
Yeah. So so these pictures, one of them was taken during the tour, which I'll show you. It's the one right there in the middle. Nope, right there. So this picture was taken on the second floor balcony by one of the girls in my tour. And she came to me afterwards and showed me this. And if you go to the one that's just right of that.
Oh, sorry. I got jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah. So there is a figure on the right-hand side of that image. And if you go to the picture that's right of that.
Oh, wow.
That is a person. That white figure there.
Downstairs there.
Oh,
yeah. So for that image there, I don't know if you can zoom in on that a little more.
A little bit, yeah.
but you can clearly see the shoulder of that person, the arm. That's the right arm. They're facing that way towards the other side of the theater. And you can see even their head and their dress, like everything is completely white. Now, if you zoom in closer to that picture, you can actually see like an eye hole almost, like just this dark hole.
It's as close as I can get here, folks. So
now,
can I, before you go back to the other picture. I see it down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
okay.
Now, originally, because that's just the picture as it was. The other picture is me zoomed in a little bit.
Okay.
So originally, the girl had shown me the picture. She said, I think this is a ghost. What do you think? And I said, well, at that point, the other tour was up in the green rooms on the stage, up in the second floor or whatever. Or they were on the stage. I couldn't remember, but they weren't in that area. And nobody in the building was wearing white.
And that's all white. Look at that.
That's all white there.
Oops, I got to get ahead of myself.
Right there.
If you look at close up, it's all white.
That's all white and everything. So I told her, because originally we thought it was standing on the balcony, but if you look at it, it's actually down on the first floor.
That was where
So I told her, let's go back up there and then we'll see. You know, maybe it's something, maybe it's not a person, maybe it's something that's sitting there. So we go up there, we look, there's nothing there. There's no statues, no props, nothing that could be there that looks like that. And there's obviously no one down there. So, because we think it's on the balcony, I tell her like, okay, well, I'm going to walk to that area. You tell me when to stop. So I do. And she says, well, that's where it is in the picture. And so where we stopped on the balcony is where apparently there was a woman who had jumped off the balcony and died.
Oh.
But it was in that same spot, but it's up on the balcony, not there.
Right. That could be where she landed.
Are you
on the
sure,
other side, well, that's
sure that is not floating? Is actually down on the floor or not floating?
It looks down on the floor. It looks far away. So I don't know how to explain that one. Obviously, that is to me, that looks like a person standing there. And there was nothing there. There were no people that matches anything that looks like that.
I think what we've discovered here is that ghosts do indeed wear sheets.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. That seems like a good picture.
So I like that one. Another one that was shown to me was the one to the far left of the right there. Up, right there. So this image was taken in a previous year that I was not there at. So I can't verify this picture. I can't tell you where the other tour group was or whatever. But she said that there wasn't anybody up in the balcony area. And if you go to the picture right under that.
The one underneath it?
Yeah. There is a person standing right there.
Oh, with a white coat, it looks like.
Yeah, you can see the arms are white and it looks like they have kind of like a vest almost. Now, to me, it looks like there's also a shadow figure standing next to that.
Oh, yes.
So could that be the other tour group? I don't know because I couldn't verify it at this, because obviously this was a previous year. But she says that there was no one up there, and that's what was caught on the camera.
That's really interesting.
If you look to the left of the figure, which would be our right looking at it, it looks like there's a couple of, could be two shadows.
Yeah, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe it is the tour group. But like she said, there was no one up there. So I don't know. I cannot verify that, like the other picture, I cannot verify that there wasn't another tour group up there. But if that is a picture of a ghost, that is super interesting because
it really is.
You can physically see everything on them.
And it's either, like you said, a wrap or what have you, or modern. It could be a modern office attire, because you can't really tell because of the image. There's a little blurred, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
Then on the tour, I showed them these pictures, which was taken during a ghost hunt that I had done a couple of years ago. I believe it's that one at the bottom first.
I think that's the new one.
Yeah, I think that's the one that needs to be shown first. Okay, so this picture is from a thermal camera on the second floor, not the balcony, but the lobby area as you come up the stairs. And you can see these red orange figures, right? Those are people, because when you're taking pictures on thermal cameras, heat signatures come up as yellow, red, orange.
Right.
Whereas blue, green, purple, those are dark, cold temperatures, right? So my dad is that guy in the middle who is sitting down towards the center of the camera. And so this picture was taken. And then a few moments later, my dad started to hear someone talking behind him. So he asked the guy to take another thermal picture. And that is this picture, this next one, where you can see a blue figure standing behind him in the area that he was hearing the voice from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that was a person, that would show up yellow, orange, red. But that person there is showing up blue. And you can see the shoulders on that as well. It's about the same height as the person. And no one was standing over there. Even if someone was standing there for a long time and they had moved, that heat signature from where they were standing, that wouldn't be there.
Can you blow that one up?
Yeah. Let me ask you this though, just because I don't know. What is the heat signatures above your dad?
Those are the light bulbs.
Okay, I can see that
And
now.
then there's one on the right-hand side. There's a little circle thing.
Uh-huh.
He had, well, you know, those little electric things that you touch and then the electricity goes to your finger. Those like balls from that. I don't know what those are called, but was one of those. He had that set up, and there's some other equipment there that are putting off some heat signatures there.
Amazing.
So, yeah, like I said, that figure, the blue figure in the center, was not there in the previous picture. But those other heat signatures from the lights and the equipment, that was there.
Now I can see the light fixtures in this as you look closer. At first, it looked like there's a giant person standing behind your father.
Yeah.
But then, no, I see what you're saying. It's the person to the right next to him that's about the same height that's blue.
Yeah.
Interesting. But none of this was stuff that you felt while you were there.
No, the first image, like I said, was the one, this one, the thermal images, that was from a few years ago.
Right.
But I just showed it on the tour. That night specifically, I don't recall because we had gone so many times that it's kind of hard to differentiate or whatever. But no, other than the person walking back and forth, and I had a feeling up in the projector room, I was more focused on the tour, like giving the tour, giving the ghost stories than I was
hunting.
Yeah. But like I said, other people, like when I was telling my story about the little boy that I saw in there in the movie or in the theater, we were up on the stage and they saw this person come out from behind the doorway behind me and then just kind of come behind me and disappear. And then there were footsteps going on that side of the stage on the other side.
That's wild.
So,
and that booth's pretty famous for being haunted. Because I mean, I've heard it from you. I've heard it from others as well. Mm-hmm. That there's something going on in that booth.
And I've had multiple experiences there where I've seen multiple people. You know, it's not just one ghost that's haunting the place. There's at least a dozen that are there.
Now, why do you think that is? Why would it be? Why would the projection booth be a spot that ghosts go to?
In the projector room specifically, there is one ghost there. But I mean, in the whole building, there's a dozen or so.
All right.
I mean, but that building's been there for long,
since the 20s.
It's gorgeous. You see that one picture of the roof? I mean, that's just a gorgeous theater.
Yeah.
It's so sad that it's not used to its full potential.
I remember seeing movies there.
Mm-hmm.
And but what is the history of the theater as far as deaths go, whether it would be suicides, murders, accidents?
Well, from what I was told, there was that woman that jumped from the balcony. That's unconfirmed. I couldn't find anything about that. So these are all just stories from the people who work at the theater. There was a guy who fell from the roof. There's a catwalk that goes above the roof where the chandelier is and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there was a guy that fell through the ceiling there. That was the guy who's in the projection booth, the ghost there, because he was a projectionist. So that's why he's in that area. There's legends about the mafia owning the building for a while.
Now, is there underground tunnels and stuff there?
That connects to all the buildings in downtown Ventura.
Oh, that's right. I've heard about that
Yeah.
tunnel. Yes.
So those are sealed up, but they've gone down there before they sealed them up, and there were like cages and stuff down there where people used to be shanghaied and stuff. So they think that there were some people who got murdered from that. There's some people
Such a cool tour.
in the walls, because there's blueprints, and the blueprints don't match up with the actual layout of the building, and they still don't think that they've found all the rooms that are in there. In the green rooms on the side of the stage, that's where they used to play poker games, and that's where they had like the prostitution and stuff in there as well. So that's where they think some of the ghosts came from. The little boy that was up on the stage, that they think that was a kid from one of the prostitutes or whatever that got killed in there because they didn't want to deal with him anymore. Just stuff like that, you know.
So wild, because I mean, almost every horror movie or story like that has this big maze of tunnels beneath it.
Yeah.
And you think about that, and you hear the stories about the cages being found and things like that. You can't even imagine the evils that may have taken place down there. I mean, satanic offerings or whatever aside, just people being mean to people is, that causes that kind of.
Yeah, and I think it's so energized in there, like, because every time I go there, there's always something going on. And I think it's just because, you have all these concerts there. That's a lot of energy people are putting out,
That's
so
true.
it just kind of gives these, it's like a battery for these spirits and stuff.
We've seen a few good concerts there.
We have, yes.
Quite a
Yeah, I had a friend who worked there, security, Steve from Homeland Security. And he swears that because there were times he was in that theater by himself, and he swears people walk by doors. He heard his name being called, all this stuff that happened when he was there alone. And, I've been in the Man Theater in Oxnard alone. And I thought somebody was talking, and I finally hunted it down until it just ended up being the Kool-Aid machine bubbling and gurgling. It's like, okay, that's this that I'm hearing, not voices. But I mean, if it's saying your name, I never heard it say my name, he heard it calling his name. So that's weird stuff.
Where was the Man Theater in Oxnard? Where was that at?
It was at the collection. No, not the collection.
Esplanade?
Across the street from the collection.
Esplanade.
It's still the Esplanade.
That was a Man Theater?
Yeah, that's where I got my start in the film industry.
Oh, I always referred to it just as the Esplanade Theater.
It was the Man Esplanade Theater, yeah.
I didn't realize it was a man.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Had some good times there, but I was alone in that theater a few times by myself, and
I remember the
the
staircase.
talking is the only one I really remember. The staircase was fun.
God, it was small.
Back when I was that young, I could fall downstairs and make it look real, and I loved to do that all the time and freak people out. I would do it when there was odd people waiting for the movie in line. I'd slip and fall down the stairs. No, I'm fine. It was just, but of course I do that now, and I don't get back up. So, yeah, but I think theaters, since they're gathering places, the places that build emotion, makes sense for there to be ghosts there.
Yeah, because Regency was haunted too.
Really?
Yeah, Regency was haunted.
What'd you see there?
I had heard a bunch of stories from people of seeing the same woman, hearing voices and stuff like that. They would actually always call me.
Well,
whenever
yeah.
something would happen. And actually, one point, the activity kicked up so badly that it became a scheduling issue because no one wanted to clean theaters. So I was the only one who was able to clean theaters because I wasn't scared of that.
Oh, really?
And it became a huge issue because there were these two girls who claimed to be witches, and they were like fear mongering the whole thing. And I was like, dude, the ghost is not going to hurt you. So I had to go in and take a picture with me holding a vial of holy water and a book. And I was like, look, I got rid of the ghost. And they were like, oh, it feels so much better in there. But I just took the picture. I didn't do anything.
And it was regular water anyway.
And then the managers thanked me for fixing the scheduling problem. No, there was one time I was down because the exit halls behind the screens.
Yeah.
So it goes down in theater 3, it goes down some stairs, and there's a light at the bottom, kind of dim light that kind of helps you see. So I'm replacing that light because it's out, And so I'm like unscrewing the grate and whatever. And over the speakers in the theater, so Pat and I had made a playlist of movie themes and stuff like that to play throughout the theater. And it was the song from Sound of Music, where the kids are singing goodbye to the dinner party. So I'm humming along to that song as I'm taking off the grate of this light. And I stop humming to take the light off. And the curtain to the exit hall, I hear the next few notes of the song being hummed on the other side of the curtain by a woman. This woman was humming along with me. And I didn't realize it until I had stopped to continue
You
my
didn't
drive.
hear her until you.
And then I heard her continue. And then she stopped. And I was like, oh, geez, like, is that a homeless person? So I say, hello, is anybody there? And then finally, I'm like, I got to look. I go to the other side of the curtain. No one's there. And you can't get out of that area without making a bunch of noise because they're big, giant metal emergency exit doors. You're going to hear that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I clearly heard a woman humming the next few notes of that song, like inches away from my face. And that was the only experience that I ever had there. But I heard some other crazy stuff there.
I texted Josh and asked him if he ever had any ghost experience there.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, one time we were screening Expendables 3 and went out the back door to smoke and heard someone very clearly slam a locker in the booth. This was like 2 a.m. with only one projector running. So
yeah,
somebody's slamming doors up there too.
Yeah. And people would, if you're cleaning the theaters, you'd look up in the projection windows and you'd see people walk by back and forth, and there's no one up there.
That's just,
so
yeah.
Did you ever work the Regency?
Yeah. I was,
or the Man Theater?
Yeah.
That Man.
Yes.
Okay.
I quit the day I was robbed.
Oh, that was the theater that you got robbed at. I was thinking it was, for some reason I was thinking it was at the drive-in.
No, you think it would have been. I promised my wife that if I ever got robbed, because we had a bad robbery at the Esplanade, that I would just quit that day because I didn't need to put myself in that position. And it took a few years later, but sure enough, I got robbed. But the robbery we had at the Esplanade was a gang or mafia or something. They came in and they tied all the employees up, put them on the floor in the office with their hands tied behind their back. And they went back downstairs and they took their uniforms and they escorted everybody out. Good night. Have a nice evening, wearing Man Theater uniforms. And once everybody was gone, they tried to open the safe. Well, you don't open that safe unless you have both keys. And they were trying everything. In fact, they reached in, idiots. They took a handgun and tried to blow their way in with a handgun. That's not going to work. And I'm surprised one of them didn't end up dead from the ricochet, because that's. But meanwhile, these guys are upstairs, and can you imagine the horror? You're up there tied up with and they're down there shooting. Not a pleasant thing. And that's what made me decide if I ever get robbed and I live through it, I'm never going to work there again. And that guy came in that night and robbed me at gunpoint. And to this day, I don't think that gun would have worked. I think it was a lighter. But it's not my money. It's their money, and they're insured. Mm-hmm. And so I gave them the money. They went their way, and then boss came in. I said, by the way, I won't be in tomorrow. So promise my wife, promise me, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so this was the Man Theater that became the Regency over there on Eastman.
Yeah,
next to across street from Burlington.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was the theater.
Yeah.
My younger brother was one of the assistant managers there. So I knew you had gotten robbed at a theater, but I didn't remember which one it was. Actually, I was thinking it wasn't the Esplanade. It was the Foxnard.
No, didn't get robbed there either. You'd think those are the places that you get robbed, but not that's happened in Ventura. No fun. All right, and we got I do want to talk real quick about Junior Bonner. Junior Bonner is a movie John probably thinks it's a great movie. Go ahead and say it.
Steve McQueen. Of course, it was a great movie.
It wasn't a great movie.
All right, it was a good movie.
Sam Peckinpah directed it, and I can see why you have to understand the era. And this movie is from 1969, I think, or something like that. 72. It's 72. And apparently, people wanted to go to cowboy movies, but it's not a Western. It's about a guy who rides broncs. What do they call him? A bronc buster, whatever they are. And there's one bronc that he really wants to bust. And so should be getting out of the game, but he doesn't get out of the game and returns to his hometown and finally gets to ride the Bronco. Now, here's the thing that's weird about this picture is it's got a great cast. Steve McQueen's good in it. Robert Preston's in it. He's terrific. but there's got to be 25 to 30 minutes of slow motion rodeo action in it. Sam Peckinpah's famous for his slow motion. He loves slow motion. There's nothing but slow motion in this movie. He's wrestling. And first of all, I don't want to see, and I know that rodeos have been around forever. I don't want to see a guy jump off a horse, grab a young cow by the horn, the bull, I guess, twist its head until it's all the way backwards, facing the wrong way, until the cow flips over and he ties its I don't want to see that. I especially don't want to see it in slow motion. So I guess if you were of the era when the rodeo was a big deal, and I know it still is, in Bishop, they have a rodeo every year. I don't go to that for the same reasons. I just don't like the cruelty. But I see how that movie got made and whatever, but is it a good movie? Not really. It tells the story that this guy wants to ride this Bronco. He should be quitting, but he rides the Bronco. It's about his father, who's the town's playboy. Interesting character, but why do we need all this slow motion for 20-25 minutes?
I'm looking at the cast. Had a good cast.
It had a great cast.
Steve McQueen, Ida Lupino, Ben Johnson,
A lot of people from the old
Joe Don
westerns.
Baker.
Mm-hmm. Who's you don't even recognize. He's amazing.
Yeah, Joe Don Baker. I don't think he was really known for cowboy movies, but
I think he was then. He graduated later into Politics and Spies, but I think then he was pretty much. And then he was a sheriff too at one point.
yeah, he was one of the actors who played Buford Pusser.
Right.
But I can't remember if he was I think he was the original actor to play Buford
I think he was.
Pusser.
Yeah. But the problem with this movie is me more than it is anything else, because it is a badly made movie. No, it just is not my subject at all. And it's hard to get through. Even I think it's an hour and 45 minutes. It just when 25 minutes of it is guys roping and I can't remember what the word is they use for it, but where they're twisting their heads clear. The damn hooves are on the ground and they've got his head twisted completely so it's staring at the sky.
That's calf
And
wrestling.
I have to watch that in slow-mo? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. No, I just don't need to see it. So great director, great stars. If the subject matter is not something that you're into or something that you're actively against, you're not going to like the movie.
It's like some places that have rodeos they're trying to get them banned because they think it's a cruelty to animals.
It is. Again, hooves in the ground, head twisted so it's facing the sky. That's animal cruelty. I don't care how you look at it.
I'm not saying it is.
I think you are. I think you love torturing animals.
Of course I do.
Oh,
I have a cat I set on fire.
I know it's a whole lifestyle.
Never
Like I said,
grows back.
Bishop is still that way. We have my mom's home up there. So,
Well, they have a
but
big
that doesn't mean
rodeo
that-
in Las Vegas every year too.
well, because it travels.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get that. It's just not my thing.
Mhm.
And so if it's your thing, if you want to watch 25 minutes of animals being tortured, go for it. But if it's, I don't think you'd like it. I think it would bother you too, even though it is a Peckinpah film and he was one of the greats.
No, Jeff would like it if it involved ghostly cows coming back.
Well, if they're jumping off
See-
horseback and wrestling down orcs, okay, that's different.
Yeah, but you have a ghost cow or a ghost horse coming in to seek revenge on those cowboys. Ooh,
A ghost western would be cool.
yeah.
Ghost wrestlers.
And they could play Ghost Riders in the Sky.
I could talk about that
Okay.
for an hour or two. All right, we're done here. You got any
No, we're
plans for
not.
this week? Yeah, we are.
Where's the book?
We'll get the books get taken much. I have been working on it hard, and I look down. I got to be close to the end. I'm a third into it.
You know why I brought that up?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to play it. We don't have time.
Yes, we do.
Who are you to decide?
Me.
That's a good point.
It's on Amazon.
Yes, it is.
You could free
Our Scott
shipping
Bolton books on Amazon.
with free shipping. Yeah.
I'm not going to play it.
There's 8 of them.
You got that part right.
Literally good.
Are we going to go movies on Monday?
I got the word in there.
Yeah.
Got a word in there.
Which movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, sure.
I'm not ready to see Disclosure Day again.
That's fine. I don't know what opened this weekend.
We can always go see
He-Man.
He-Man.
Oh, we could do that. There was something else that opened this week.
Jaws Revenge.
No, that's not it.
Did I tell you guys I bought Jaws Revenge for 50 cents at Carl's?
You actually
Gotta have it, right?
I
Is that
bought it
the
on a
3D
collection
one?
pack.
Did you?
Yeah,
No,
it
that
was
was
just
3D.
Jaws 2, 3, and 4 by itself on a DVD for $5.
That's weird.
which
Yeah.
which is the one that takes place in Florida at that aquatic park?
That's
3D.
3D.
That's 3D. No,
Yeah.
It's Jaws
it
3D.
is. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, The
painfully
Furious is supposed to be pretty good. That's this week though. So let's look. We can go. Oh, so this is actually good. So we could go see Furious. It was playing anywhere. Again, here's the problem: the screens have all been cannibalized by all the blockbusters.
Well, it's going to depend on what's at our theaters too.
Yeah, even Disclosure Day only had like 5 screenings.
Yeah,
It was like, what am I
Michael's
supposed to watch
still
any
in the
movies?
theaters.
yeah. Michael's nearing the end of its run, and I'm really worried about it because I had this discussion. I don't want to say an argument, but it was a discussion with a guy on the anime show. He was a viewer, and he said that they're saying it's going to beat Oppenheimer. I'm like, it's not going to beat Oppenheimer. It's about 100 million away. So it still could, but I don't think it's going to catch it. Stop that train. I don't know. There's plenty out there. So we'll find something. But there's plenty out there, but how many screens are available? That remains to be seen. What do you plan on seeing next, Jeff?
He-Man, DVDs. That's about it.
I was hesitant on seeing He-Man in theaters, but now I'm kind of thinking it might as well. It's out there still.
I've seen a clip or two. It looks fun.
Yeah, it does. It does. It kind of reminds me of the Chris Pine Dungeons and Dragons in its attitude and what
Yeah.
have you. Yeah. You had something else, John?
Oh, there's a scary movie.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Have you seen Obsession?
Many. Yes.
Okay.
Obsession's freaking great.
Not interested in Stop That Train.
Stop that train. Okay, we'll figure it out later.
Flower Ballad.
Thank you all for watching.
Oh, wait, there is one more thing.
There's always one more.
Yeah.
thing.
A GoFundMe.
It's not even up anymore, John. Why would you bring it up?
It's not up anymore.
I don't know. It could be.
If you'd like to contribute to Jeff's film, the first run, you can do it by scanning this link. Any update on that, by the way?
Nope.
We got no updates this week on anything fun. It's because
You're going to love this.
we were all
movie.
leaving space for Disclosure Day. That's why.
Hey, go to your local theaters. Even if it's a chain theater, a mom and pop theater, go to the movie theater. Buy some popcorn. If you like popcorn, buy a soda.
If you
Put your
like
butt in the
somebody.
seat and watch the movie.
I think this is the longest show we've ever done on this station. 2.5 hours.
That's good.
No, we did 3 hours in Friday's Shot Day show. That was a mistake.
Oh, well, we used to do 3 hours
No,
in the beginning.
no, we didn't.
I remember we did.
You remember incorrectly. It was always 2 hours, 3 to 5. And then they asked us to do 3 hours, which we did for 2 weeks and realized that we're going to hurt our livers.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that back when we were Error FM?
Yes. Those are the good
Those
old
are
days.
good days.
All right. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll have something to talk about next week. Jeff, probably some DVDs and Blu-ray. Me, probably some DVDs and Blu-ray. John, all of his Chicago shows.
Happy day.
Are here again.
Watch Happy Feet.
Time to go. Bye.
Bye.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.